What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Brews and Board Games, and welcome to another live play. Today we are going to be playing Marvel Champions. Before we kick things off, I do just want to make sure the audio is fine. This is I'm still kind of new to the live streaming stuff, so I just want to make sure that the everything is good to go before I start really getting into it, and then people say that the audio isn't working. All right, so let's just check this real quick. I'll wait for this ad. Got ads turned on. Come on. So yeah, we're going to be playing Vision, and we're going to be going up against Red Skull. Now, I've played as Vision a few times against Red Skull, and I have gotten crushed pretty much every single time. The one time it was kind of close, but I thought we would just, jump into it. And depending on the time, how long it takes me to lose, I might just try another game of this. So we're just going to get going here in 1 second. And the audio does sound good. Okay. All right. So we are good to go. So again, Marvel Champions. I've really been getting into this game. I like this game a lot. I played as two other characters today. I played as Venom and as well as Ant-Man. Really digging both of those. Venom kind of has like the weapon stuff, you can add a lot more weapons, and then Ant-Man, he's got the forms he can change into, and it's super cool. So let's just get into this. For today's playthrough, I'm just drinking some water, and then plus I have some green tea to keep me up a little bit. So let's just hop into it. So we're going to be playing as Vision. Now Vision, he has these forms that he can turn into. So right now we are going to be starting as intangible form, but then later he can jump to a dense form. And hopefully you guys can see that this webcam, sometimes it can have trouble focusing. So we have intangible, and intangible just says Vision cannot attack or defend. Reduce the amount of damage Vision takes from each attack by 2. Can't defend or attack. Dense form is while in hero form, Vision gets +2 attack, +2 defense. And his response is, after you change to this mass form, draw 1 card. So Vision, his stats here as the hero, Android and Avenger, he has 2 thwart, 0 attack, and 0 defense. But again, if we are in dense form, he gets +2 attack, +2 defense. So his action is, change the mass form by flipping your mass form upgrade over once per round. So we're going to start in alter ego form, and we're going to be going up against Red Skull. And we're not going to be doing expert. We're just going to be doing the, I don't know if you want to call it the easy mode. Emil, hey yo, nice to catch the stream. Getting Vision this week. Have you changed out his deck from the default one? No, I'm playing with the default deck. I was mentioning earlier, I don't know if you caught it, I've played Vision a few times against Red Skull, and I've gotten crushed every time. So it might be worth it to change out some of these cards. But for now, we're just going to try the standard deck. But thanks for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. All right, so Red Skull has 2 scheme, 0 attack, but his attack is he gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. So Red Skull is all about the schemes. He's going to be getting a lot of these things. So his main scheme, let's just cover the setup. So what we have to do, we have all the sets in there, and this set is it comes with the Red Skull set, standard encounter sets, and then the Hydra Assault and Hydra Patrol. So the setup is put the red house into play, which we did. This is a side scheme. Shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck. So I have that deck over here. We're going to shuffle that and set it next to the encounter deck. Okay. And then also set the sleeper aside. So this is kind of like a special type of minion, as you can see here. So this minion is only going to come into play when a certain side scheme is drawn. So we're going to have to shuffle that, but we have the red house in play, and the red house is Red Skull cannot take damage. Interrupt. When a character thwarts this side scheme, they may use their attack instead of their thwart. So that's going to come in with 2 threat on there. And then we are going to flip this So the response is, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. So again, he's constantly going to be bringing out these side schemes, and it can kind of get a little tough. Vision might not be the best, Avenger to fight Red Skull. I've kind of been struggling with the scheme. Like I said, there was one game I was super close. I had 2 cards where I was going to deal like 14 damage to him, and I didn't tap yet. And I was going to just hit him in one shot and kill him, like his phase 2. But he put out a few schemes. He couldn't take damage. I had to resolve those side schemes first, and then by that time I was just overrun. Yeah, Red Skull looks pretty cool. So I played Ant-Man versus King this past weekend, did pretty well, but some of his leadership cards were kind of meh. I heard you say you played some Ant-Man. Yeah, dude, I honestly really liked Ant-Man. I felt like Vision and Ant-Man, they got the forms that they change into. But Vision's whole deal is that you have to manage 4 different sides. Ant-Man's cool because, it's kind of 3 sides, but it's all on the same card. So this is 4 different sides on 2 different cards. So I'd say so far the complexity of him, it's still not hard. You kind of know what to do. But having it line up sometimes in order to do what you want can sometimes be a little challenging. It's still been fun though. And that's what I'm saying. Like maybe there's another Avenger who might fare well, better against Red Skull. So we covered Red Skull, +1 attack for each side scheme in play. So let's just start shuffling all of these things up. So Red Skull is going to start with 12 health, and we have 11 health. But yeah, so Red Skull can be pretty brutal. I tried, who did I play Ant-Man against? Absorbing Man. He also came in the Rise of Red Skull expansion. And then Venom I played against, what was the other guy that gets a lot of weapon attachments as well? And that was really cool. It was like Venom gets a lot of weapon attachments, and then was it Crossbones? I think it was Crossbones. But Crossbones, if it's what I'm thinking of, he gets a lot of weapons attachments. So it was kind of like a shootout. It was actually pretty cool. So I think this is good for the side scheme. So we'll set this off to the side here. And this might be, just in view. So let's shuffle the encounter deck up. And so we need, the main scheme needs 8 threat, and then it'll change again. I'm a little nervous. Like I was saying, Taskmaster. Was it Taskmaster? It might have been. Whoever's the one that gets attachments. Because there was what was it, the weapons expert set. Yeah, Crossbones. Yeah, that gets set off to the side, and then you draw one card out of there, and then it attaches to him, and now he's got like all these attachments. It was actually pretty cool. So let's set this. I think this should be good for shuffling. What else? Is there anything else I didn't cover? I do have Vision as well. What I was going to say is, if I fail miserably at this, maybe I'll just get out Ant-Man. But I think I want to try to beat Red Skull. So if I lose, again, depending on the time, I might just restart. All right, so I think this is good for the shuffle. These are already kind of, jeez, oh, no, come on. These are already kind of shuffled anyway. I'll just do it 2 more times here. All right, so set this off to the side. Now let's shuffle this deck. So we get a hand size of 5. Our recovery value on Vision is 3. And we start in, I gotta change the form up. We start in intangible form. And then we should be good to go. Now, one of the confusions I think that I saw online was, so Vision has a starting hand of 5, right? But his setup is put your mass form upgrade into play, intangible side up. So the intangible side, if the alter ego side, while you are in intangible mass form, you get +1 to hand size. So I think there was kind of some confusion because this setup, putting the form in, would actually come into play after you draw your hand size. But to me, I think the intention was to have this, because he has to be in a form, right? I think the intention that they were going for was Vision starts with this side, and he starts with a hand size of 6. I think that's what I'm going to do. The way that I was playing it before, the past few games, was I had a hand size of 5, and then you would draw 6, throughout the game. If you were Vision, in the alter ego and intangible form, and you would draw a hand size. But setup, I was still doing 5. But I think the idea, was, it is, yeah. What's up, Michael? Yeah, solo playthrough Vision going up against Red Skull. So again, I think I'm just going to do a 6 deck starting hand size. If that's wrong, I apologize. I've read online that, FFG have stated many times, play how you want, in order to have fun. And I get that. I still try to stick to rules as much as I can. But at the end of the day, I feel like that was their intention. And, if I'm wrong, and I play Vision in the future, I'll start with 5 cards. Okay. So I think this is good for shuffling. Okay. So let's see what we got. So we are going to do 6. All right. We are going to do 6 cards. So 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And I think we are good to go. Just checking over everything one more time. Okay. All right. So we got Vision's Kate. Vivian. I liked Vivian. She's done pretty well for me in the past. Density control. After you change mass form, discard this card. Add a Vision event from your discard pile to your hand, but that's only discard. Protector and Reboot. Reboot's been really good because you can ready an android ally or Vision himself, so that's been pretty handy. And then this Defiance has been nice too. When a boost card on an enemy attacking you would be turned up, discard it instead, because sometimes those boosts are just honestly terrible. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I would like to get this Vision's Cape. When you are in dense mass form, you gain Retaliate 1. While you are in intangible mass form, you gain Stalwart. So what I think we're going to do, I guess we'll keep... Now let's get rid of... Let's mulligan... Let's just get rid of this. And we'll draw one more. And we got Flow Like Water. Play under any player's control. After you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. So I have found what I've been trying to do is kind of like take little shots off at him. Like he'll get a tough card. I can play some cards out here, some upgrades that deal 1 damage, like in retaliation. Get rid of that tough card and maybe just trickle him down slowly but surely. And then get some powerful cards that kind of finish him up. What's up? Nice. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining, man. I really appreciate it. So what we're going to do first, we are going to go to Vision's hero side. And then we are going to flip into dense form. So it says after you change to this mass form, draw 1 card. So we're going to draw a card. So just passing through. And this is really nice for Vision. It says just passing through. Play only if Vision is in intangible mass form. Thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme, ignoring the patrol keyword and the crisis icon. So that's really nice, but again, that's where kind of the complication with the forms comes in, because I would like to play that right now, but I already changed my form this turn. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to play both of these. Actually, we're going to play this 1 and 2, and we're going to get the cape in here. So we're going to get the upgrade in. And then what I also think we're going to do, we're going to pay 2 to get, I like discarding the boost card, but I do want to get Vivian in. So let's get rid of these and put Vivian in. So Vivian's going to come in, and I guess we're going to keep this on hand, the reboot. Okay. So we get +2 attack, +2 defense, and 2 thwart. So let's have, should we just get rid of, oh yeah, we have to, right? We can't damage Red Skull yet because we got to get rid of that. So we're going to do 2 attack. And again, the red house says we can actually use attack instead of thwart. So we're going to do that. I mean, we have 2 thwart anyways, right? And then for Vivian, we are in dense form, and she would get 2 attack, but we're actually just going to use the her thwart. So we're going to get rid of this, and that's going to go in the side scheme discard pile. And I believe that's all, right? Yeah, okay. So let's ready up, and we'll draw up to 5 this time. 4, 5. So we got a lot of protection cards here. Ugh. Okay. I mean, this sidestep could be good. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. If you paid with this card using a... what is this yellow resource called? I forget what that's called. But if we pay with that, we deal 1 damage to the enemy. Okay. So it is the villain's turn. So they're going to get a threat on there. And then so it says, after the resolving step 1, reveal the top card of the side scheme. So we got Hydra Patrol. It's going to come in with 2 threat. And it says, when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. And we actually used Vivian, didn't we? Okay. And we need to take care of this scheme before we take off any threat from there. Okay. So Red Skull is going to attack. So he is dealing... his attack is based on the side scheme. So there's only 1 side scheme in play, so he's only going to do 1 attack. So we are not going to defend. So he gets +2. So he's going to do 2 damage. So are we going to block that? I think we are. I think we are. So what we are going to do for 1, we're going to play this defense. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage if you paid for this. Should we use Victor Mancha? Should we use Victor Mancha? Yes, we are. So we're going to use Victor Mancha. So we're going to pay with that resource. And basically, if we pay with that resource, we're going to deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we're going to take him down, going to 11. And can you guys see everything? Energy. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And can you guys see everything pretty good? I mean, you might not be able to see it, you know, the most clearly, but like you can make out like the health dials and stuff like that. Just let me know. All right, so we blocked all that. We dealt 1 damage back. Now the encounter card. And we did everything else right. Okay. All right, so attached to Red Skull gains Retaliate 1. And we can spend these resources to discard this card. So he gains Retaliate. So we're going to attach that to him. That's going to go right here. Okay. All right, so now it is our turn. Okay. So not the greatest. I mean, we only have these 3 cards. Now I can use the reboot, right? Or I could put one of these into play. After you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. I have 2 of those. We could flip to intangible, right? So Vivian would actually get +2 to thwart. We could get rid of that Hydra Patrol. Or we could start hitting... No. We're actually going to use Vision. We're going to use Vision to thwart, right? Get rid of this. Put this in the discard pile. Vivian, since we're still in dense form, she gets +2 attack. So she can actually deal 3 attack. So we are going to... she is going to get retaliated against, but she's already going to die anyway. So we're going to deal 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to 8. All right, and she dies. She gets put back. Never played this game, just checking it out. Looks fun. Deck builders are great. Yeah, man, and that's one of the strong things about this game is like each of the characters comes with a pre-built deck, but it also comes with additional cards that you can substitute for cards in the pre-made deck, and you can just mix and match. I mean, there's just a ton of combinations. Can see everything fine. Cool. All right, thank you. Yeah, I can see okay, a little blurry at times. Yeah, that's one of the things about this webcam. I've read that there's some issues with the focus, the autofocus on there. I can take off the autofocus, but then I couldn't like hold up the card and you guys see it. Like you could probably see it, like the focus is like, yeah, like glitching out a little bit. But we'll just try to make do. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to ready him back up, right? I do want to do that. And we could deal 3 damage and then flip. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to spend 1, and we are going to ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. So we can't heal, so we're going to ready up, and we are going to do 2 damage to Red Skull, taking him down to 6. All right, now what we're going to do, we are going to, before we flip, we're going to flip to intangible form, and then we are going to flip to alter ego. All right, and that way when we draw up, we are going to, while we're in alter ego and intangible form, we can draw up to 6 cards. Okay, so we are going to stop there. Let's flip, let's draw additional 5. 4, 5, 6. Okay, here's the just passing through. Here we got a good super dense strike. Play only if vision is in dense mass form. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. This attack gains piercing, so we can kind of get through the tough status cards. We've got some more defense cards. We got Machine Man. We got Get Behind Me. When a treachery card is revealed, cancel its revealed effects. The villain attacks you instead. So while I like canceling the treachery card, I don't really want him attacking me anymore. Now we do have full health though, so all right, so let's just get going here. So 1 threat and draw a side scheme. All right, so this side scheme is prison camps. Comes in with 3 threat, and that's gonna gain a boost on the main scheme here. So it says, when defeated, the player who defeated this scheme searches their deck and discard pile for an ally. So that's pretty cool. And put it in play, not in their hand, and then shuffle their deck. So completing this is a pretty big benefit for us. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So they did their thing. We are in alter ego, so they are going to scheme. So 2, 4. So 4. Got 4 threat put on there. Okay, now the encounter card. So we got Hydra Exo Soldier. Toughness. Give the villain a tough... Oh, that's the boost card. So it's got 5 health though, and 2 scheme, 2 attack. That is pretty brutal. And it has toughness. So it's going to come in with a tough status card. But it is our turn. All right. So we are going to need to play this. So let's flip back to dense. Now after you change to this mass form, draw 1 card. Okay. All right. So I do want to, yeah, just passing through. It only costs 1. So let's play that. So let's do 1 and play the just passing through. So, oh, that's an intangible. Ah, crap. I should have did that first. I didn't pay attention to my cards. I did not pay attention to my cards. Now, what I could do, yeah, let's do this then. Let's do this. For 2, we're going to play this super dense strike. Play only if vision is in dense mass form. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. This attack gains piercing. So we pierce right through this tough status card and we deal 5. So get rid of him. Oh, that's a brutal minion. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right, so we are good. So we need to start getting rid of some of this threat. I should have paid attention more about playing this. That sucks because we're already at 6. Should we get Machine Man in? I think so. I think this is what we do. For 2, we get... I wanted to keep this one, right? Yeah. Did I want to keep that one? Yeah, so for 2, let's get Machine Man in. Now, Machine Man, when he attacks or thwarts, spend up to 3 resources of any type, and Machine Man gets +1 thwart and +1 attack for each resource spent this way. So you can kind of bump him up a little bit. Oh, and you know what? We needed to flip to hero side before flipping this. That's one of the things that starts to get a little tricky. It's like, oh, did I flip this? Oh no, I need to be in this form, in hero form to flip these. It can get a little sketchy. So we're going to take this out first because I do not like that thing. So 2 thwart. Put that back. So 1. And then with Machine Man, we are going to thwart 1. All right. And then it says the player who defeated this scheme searches their deck and discard pile for an ally and puts it into play. So what ally do we want to bring in? Do we want to bring back Vivian? Now she only has 2 health. Protector. Protector can be good, but I want to see. I thought there was Jocasta is good. Jocasta is good. Who else do we have? It might be Jocasta. Okay, so I do need to shuffle this, but I might still choose out of that. So I'm going to try to remember that. I do need to shuffle that. So if we put... I think it's got to be Vivian. Yeah, it's got to be Vivian. So let's put Vivian into play. Let's put Vivian into play, and let's shuffle this up. So we got to choose an ally. Gonna hop off, enjoy the rest of your game, buddy. Might have to pick this game up. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I do really appreciate it, man. And yeah, if you pick up the game, dude, let me know. I'd be curious. Know what you think of it. It's pretty fun, man. It's rapidly rising as a game I really like. All right, so we bought Vivian in. Camera seems to lost focus. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Fixed. Okay. All right, so this is shuffled. All right, so we got Vivian in, and we do need to, let's get rid of this. We do need to get rid of some of this threat on here. So let's tap, we are in dense. We could do a good attack, but I do want to get rid of some of this threat. And we're in dense form, so she's going to deal, she could deal 3 attack. She could deal 3 attack. Let's do it. She's going to deal 3 attack to Red Skull, taking him down to 3. All right. So let's ready up. And we still have Defiance. So when a boost card on the enemy attacking you would be turned face up, discard it instead. So that's going to be really helpful. So let's draw up. And we draw up to 5. So 3, 4, 5. Okay. Solar Beam. So this is the one that can really do some damage. So Solar Beam, if Vision, come on man, get in focus. There we go. If Vision is in dense mass form, deal 7 damage to an enemy. If Vision is in intangible mass form, remove 5 threat from a scheme. This is a pretty beefy card. It costs 3 though. And we do have Super Dense Strike for only 2. Play Vision is in dense mass form. Deal 5 damage to an enemy, and it gains piercing. That's pretty good. All right, so let's do them. So they get 1 threat, and we are at 7. Reveal the side scheme. So when revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck and places 1 threat here for each different type of resource icon. So let's see what we got. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 1, 2, 3 different kinds. So that's going to come in with 3 threat. All right. So it is now Red Skull's turn. So he gets 1 attack. He gets 1 attack. So let's see what his boost card is. So he would get 3 attack. And I didn't defend. 3 attack. But we are going to play this Defiance. which cancels out the boost card. So he's only dealing 1 attack to me. So I'm going to 10. Okay. Oh, Red Skull gains retaliate. Ooh, Vivian attacked. She's dead. I just remembered that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so now it's our turn, right? So what do we want to do? Do we want to... I think we want to switch to intangible. Oh, we got to get rid of this threat first. Ugh. Got to get rid of that threat first. So what I think we're going to do, for 2 thwart, taking this down to 1, and for 1 thwart, get rid of this. So now I can flip to intangible. Is there anything I want to do before I switch? Is there anything else I want to do? No, I don't think so. So let's now flip to intangible. And for hero action thwart, evasion is an intangible mass form. Remove 5 threat from a scheme, and that costs 3. So we're going to get rid of 5 threat. That was needed. That was needed. All right, so let's ready up. Did we want to switch? Yes. Let's switch. Let's ready up. So now we get 6 hand size. Let's see. 5, 6. Okay. Okay. All right, we got some good stuff. This is what these are the kind of cards I want early. Avengers Mansion, so you can get a card, each turn. You want that kind of stuff early. He also has one that can generate resources, but I just haven't gotten that yet. Hopefully it's, I guess it would have to be in here. I didn't see it. Okay, so it's his turn, so he's going to do 1 threat, reveal the side scheme. Censor of the Past comes in with 3 threat. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them into their deck. Okay. And that is going to raise the threat coming on the main scheme each turn. So now he is going to scheme. So 2 scheme, and boost card. I'll give the villain a tough status card and another boost card. All right, he's going to come... Red Skull gets tough. So still 2 scheme. Oh, and another boost card. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Do not deal any boost cards for that attack. Okay. So we are not in hero form. Kind of got lucky with that. So he's only dealing 2 scheme. It doesn't say to draw another boost card. So he's only dealing 2 threats. So that's good. That is good. Okay, so now it is our turn again. Okay, so let's kind of make something happen here. So let's play for 4, right? We got the Genius and Strength giving us 4 resources. Let's play the Avengers Mansion. And I think we are going to exhaust this now. And we got Reboot. We could put Jocasta in, which I think is what we want to do. Alternatively, let's flip. And is there anything we want to do while in? No. So let's flip to this so we get to draw a card, because I might want to keep the Reboot. Oh, we got Solar Beam again. We got Solar Beam again. Got Solar Beam. But what I think I want to do... Oh, but he's got Tough. He's got Tough, right? So, here's the deal. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay 3. Oh, should I keep Solar Beam or Reboot? Solar Beam or Reboot? I think I'm going to keep... Oh, should I keep Reboot and just... Yeah, let's keep Reboot. Okay, so let's pay 3 for Jocasta. All right. So you may play the event attached. Okay, so response. After Jocasta enters play, choose a defense event in your discard pile and attach it to her face down. So a defense. So I think I want the, yeah, Defiance. That's a defense card. So attach it to her, and I can play that as if it were in my hand. And since that costs 0, we ignore the boost card. So we're going to keep Reboot. Okay, so here we go. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to tap Jocasta. She gets 2 damage markers. She takes away 2 threat, leaving 1 here. We are going to tap and destroy Machine Man to get rid of this, right? And do we want to attack Red Skull and get rid of that? He is going to attack us, so if we could retaliate, right? Getting rid of that tough status card. I think that's what I want to do. I think that's what I want to do. So we are going to do remove 2 threat, and keep this. Oh yeah, we can't pay for this. That's right. That's right. Oh, I guess I could. You may play the event attached to Jocasta as if it were in your hand. No, I think I want to block the... yeah, I want to block that. So let's ready up. And let's draw up to 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. We got the 16 Hickory Branch Lane. So alter ego action, exhaust this card, search your deck, and discard. Hopefully that's in focus. Come on, baby. Yeah, see how it's like, it just spasms out. And discard power for an android ally and add it to your hand. So that's pretty cool. We got 2 reboots now. Okay. Oh, and here's the upgrade. Vision gains the aerial trait, and exhaust solar gem, generate a wild resource. So that's really going to come in handy. Okay, so let's do that. So 1, side scheme, Hydra reinforcements. It comes in with 2. The player who defeated this scheme discards a non-elite minion. So if there's a minion out on the board, if they're non-elite, you can get rid of that if you defeat this. Pretty good. But they are going to draw 2 encounter cards, so pretty brutal. Okay. So he is dealing 1 attack because there's only 1 side scheme. All the rest of the games did not go like this. So I've been getting pretty lucky. So dealing... Wait, are we defending? Are we defending? I think so, because we want to get rid of that. We have 2 reboots. So yeah, we're going to defend. We could just ready up. So we are going to defend. We have 2 defense because we're still in dense. So he's dealing 1 attack and a boost. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after this activation. Do not deal any boost cards for that attack. And nothing else for this. So he's only dealing 1 damage. So we block all that. And we retaliate, getting rid of this tough status card. Alright. So now he's going to attack again. So still, same deal. 1. Oh, I guess we could have discarded this. No, let's just save it, right? I don't want to do too many takebacks. So he's dealing 1 attack, and we'll just play that now. So we'll cancel that boost card. So he's only dealing 1. We did not defend, so we did get hit for 1. All right. All right, so 2 encounter cards. So 1 revealed, place 2 threat on each scheme in play. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so we got 4 here. That sucks. All right. Oh, did we ever cancel the treachery? I don't think so. And then we have to deal another one from this side scheme. My obligation. Treat your mass forms upgrade text box as if it were blank, except for keywords. Alter ego action. Exhaust your identity. Remove corrupted programming from the game. Ugh. God, that sucks. Exhaust your identity as an alter ego action. Okay. So let's just put it over top of this so we don't forget. All right, so now it is our turn. Oh, man, dude. Oh, crap. Crap. All right, so let's do this to draw another card. Phase Disruption. Okay. Okay. So, what do I want to do? Let's do for 2. Let's do for 2. Let's play this solar gem upgrade. So we can generate a resource with this. We can generate a resource. We can generate a resource. So right now we would only have 2 thwart. But that might be enough. Jocasta, tap, she dies. She's dealing 2 threat. We gotta get rid of this one. She dies. What else we got? So we have... I could put that into play, but... I could do phase disruption. Play only a vision is in intangible mass form. Confuse an enemy. And confuse is next time this character would thwart or scheme. Okay. Ooh, choose an attachment on that enemy with the text hero action or hero response. Ooh. That could be pretty good. Alright, so what we're going to do, we are going to play that. Alright, so we're going to flip to intangible. Okay. It doesn't say you can't play cards and these don't take effect, right? So for, let's do 1. Do we do this? 2? 2. Play vision is intangible. Confuse an enemy. Okay. Confuse an enemy. So he's confused. And choose an attachment on that enemy with the text hero action. This has hero action. And discard that attachment. Okay, so we got rid of that. That was pretty good. Now, we are going to play this for 1 and do reboot. Ready a friendly android character and heal 1 damage from it. Going back up to 10. And now we are readied. I gotta get rid of this, right? So I gotta flip and then exhaust. Exhausture as an alter ego action. I gotta get rid of this. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, so let's ready up. We are in alter ego and intangible, so we draw 6 cards. All right. So the last one, last side scheme card has to bring in this sleeper. Getting a little worried. However, the good news is he is not going to scheme this turn, so we get a little bit of a breather. Little bit. But I guess the sleeper is still going to scheme. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. What is his second health? 16. His phase 2 is 16 health. Alright. Okay. I mean, we gotta start doing some damage to him, right? We gotta get into the other phase. Because sometimes I think I take a little bit too long. Like I try to get all of this set up a little bit too much. So then it can just be like kind of a little bit smoother sailing, you know, finishing him off. You know, I kind of like that aspect though, you know, trying to build up while maintaining instead of just going straight at him. I mean, if you had some aggression cards, you know, that might be the way to go. But we're just going to try, to take it, you know, middle of the road. So I think this is good for the shuffle. And then we'll go like this. Okay. So let's put this here. So we're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, this is really going to come in handy. All right, so we got some good cards. Okay, some really good cards, actually. Okay. So it is their turn. 1 on here. Side scheme. And the sleeper awakened. This is still in view. So let's move this down a little bit. Sleeper awakened. So the sleeper awakened is the scheme cannot leave play while the sleeper is in play. When revealed, put the sleeper into play, engage with you with the first player. When the sleeper is defeated, the sleeper, remove this card from the game. So it comes in with guard, retaliate 1, and toughness, and 5 health. Does 1 scheme and 3 attack. When revealed, the sleeper engages the first player. Okay. And when defeated, remove the sleeper from the game. Okay. So now he would scheme, but he is confused, so he's going to get rid of this. And now the sleeper would scheme, so he's going to do 1 threat. All right. So what are we at now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, we're at 8. No. Is it slipping away from me? Is it slipping away? All right, so the new main scheme, when revealed, reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. So this is how it's really going to start ramping up. So I'm going to shuffle these and then put another one into play. Oh, God. And we still got to do 2 encounter cards. Okay, I think that's good. So got to bring another one into play. Let's turn it around like this. And what do we got? Censor of the Past comes in with 3. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pot and shuffles them into their deck. Oh, I didn't do that the last time, but I think it's okay. All right. All right. So now it is our turn. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. 2 encounter cards. I forgot. Okay. Hydra Soldier. 4 health. Guard. Oh, this is brutal. 2 guards with the sleeper has toughness. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Okay, and then 1 more. Attachment. Incite 1. Oh, and we got to flip this, right? Flip this, and it actually comes in with 1. And Incite 1 puts 1 on there. This needs 11 for us to fail. Attached to side scheme. When attached side scheme is defeated, deal the first player an encounter card. Brutal. So let's do... What side scheme are we going to do? What side scheme? Yeah, I know. I know. That's the thing about Red Skull, man. And honestly, that's how most of my games were going. I was a little surprised about the earlier game, you know, for this playthrough, that it was kind of going that well. So we're going to put the attachment on to the Sleeper Awakened. So when we defeat the Sleeper, this side scheme is going to go away. And when that goes away, we are dealt another encounter card. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Well, now we have some good cards, but they're kind of expensive. Now we do have this. So let's tap this to draw a card. Got Machine Man. We got Machine Man. So let's flip to our hero side. And do we want to play anything in intangible first? Play only a vision is intangible mass form. Okay. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, ignoring the patrol keyword. So we could get rid of this to get rid of this. We could also get rid of this to... we could also get rid of this to stop 2 encounter cards, and that might be the way to go. But I could just do 2 thwart to get rid of this, and if I do 2 thwart here, I can't get rid of that. So actually, we are going to do... Let's tap this, right? And we are going to do this, just passing through, remove 3. And when defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard, shuffles them in. So we're going to have to shuffle this one. And this comes off. And let's shuffle that in there. Oh, great. There's some spam for you. All right, so can I get rid of this? I don't know if there's a... I guess I can. There we go. All right, cool. All right. So shuffle this up. Man, yeah, that's the sleeper is gonna be rough, dude. And they both have guards, so we have to take these guys out before we can attack Red Skull. Ay, ay, ay. Now, I do think, if I'm correct, did I have a deal 5 damage? Ignore piercing. See, I mean, right there it gets rid of him. Right there it gets rid of him. And we also have Solar Beam. So what I think we're going to do, and we have Reboot. So we're going to try, here's what we're going to try to do. All right. We're going to try to get rid of Sleeper in 1, get rid of this threat in 1 turn, as well as maybe getting rid of that threat as well. Well, let's just try some. Let's try some. So first, we're going to switch to this. Going into Dense, we draw a card. We got 2 of those. We got 2 of those. And they only cost 2. Okay, so we got to pay with Machine Man. All right. Let's pay for this. Now, here's another cool thing. This defense card, play only if Vision is in the dense mass form. When Vision defends, prevent all damage from that attack. Stun the attacking enemy after the attack resolves. So, but what's going to happen is his attack is, he deals damage based on the side schemes. We're going to get rid of this. So he's going to be down to 1 damage. And then this guy is going to deal 2 damage. We are at 10 health, so I'm not overly worried about this. So let's just play this. Let's play this. So for 2, we are going to play the Super Dense Strike. Play only if Vision is in dense mass form. Attack gains 5, deals 5, gains piercing. Now it says it deals 5, so it's not. Oh, it is an attack. So we would. Oh, but that's only if they survive. So it pierces through. Well, that is a lucky break. Gets rid of the Sleeper permanently. Gets rid of this side scheme permanently. And then when that side scheme was defeated, we are dealt an encounter card. The villain attacks you. Oh, God. The villain attacks you. All right, so he's dealing... I guess we should have got rid of that first, but how would we have known, right? So dealing 1... Are we blocking? No, we're not. So he's dealing 1 damage, boosting. Ugh. God. So the boost is, if this card resolves during an undefended attack, discard a support you control. That's my only support card. Damn it, that was drawing me extra cards. I really wanted that. All right, so he dealt 1 damage, though. He only dealt 1 damage. He only dealt 1 damage. Okay. All right, so we got rid of those, though. We got rid of those. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. Okay. So now we have 2 options here. Or we have a few options, I should say. So let's do 2 thwart. Get rid of this, right? When defeated... The player who defeated this scheme discards a non-elite. I forgot. Discards a non-elite. Not elite. Oh, man. Oh, that was awesome. I completely forgot about that, dude. So we got rid of that minion. And we don't get 2 drawn encounter cards. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, okay. Now we can do some work. Now, do we do Reboot? Do we do Reboot so we can go back up? He doesn't have a tough status card. We could... I think this is what we're going to do. I think I am going to keep... Should I keep the Reboot? What I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pay this Super Dense Strike. But still pretty generous without... Yeah, dude, I know. Well, that turn really could have... It could have went a lot worse. I mean, you saw, dude. You even said it, you know, it's going to be tough. But, dude, it just provided me with the cards. And that's what I've noticed about the game. And that's why I think I like it so much. It's a simple game.
but it kind of teases you sometimes with like you're on borderline of like about to just get like it's about to crash going downhill hardcore, but then you're pulling yourself back up, or you get a little ahead and the game's like, no, come back down a little bit. It's that tug of war that I think I really like about it. Really. All right, so what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to play this Super Dense Strike. Deals 5 damage to an enemy. We only have 2 threat on here. This attack gains piercing. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go after him, go into phase 2. Now, do I keep reboot? Or I could do mass increase. So when Vision defends, prevent all damage from that attack. But he's only going to deal 1 damage to me. I mean, I guess plus with the boost card, right? It could be pretty brutal. We are still at 9. So what do we want to play with? We definitely want to play that card. But which of these do we want to keep? They're all good. We could keep the Solar Beam. If Vision is in dense form, deal 7 damage to an enemy. And he's going to come in with 16. So he'd already be down to 9. We could also... Do we want to flip to Alter Ego? Or we could do Reboot or block all damage. Tough call. Solar Beam, I do like Solar Beam. It's just expensive. I think what we're going to do, we're going to keep the mass increase. And that's only because if I can set myself up for a good turn next turn, I think, yeah, dude, I got kind of lucky with that. If I can set myself up to have a good next turn, I think that would be worth it. So we're going to do Super Dense Strike. Play only if Vision is in dense mass form. Okay, deal 5 damage. So his first phase is defeated. Okay. So phase 2, he has 3 scheme, 1 definite attack. And then he also gets the +1 attack for each side scheme in play. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. Okay. So we're going to be dealt an encounter card. The villain attacks you. Ugh. And we can't defend. So he's dealing 1 attack, but the good thing is there's no side scheme in here. Alright, so he's dealing 1 damage. The villain schemes. Oh, there's no boost. Okay, so he's only dealing 1 damage. That's not bad. Alright, so he comes in. He has 16. Oh, and he did attack. So we do retaliate. So he's actually going to 15. Oh no, we didn't block. Okay. That's right. Alright, so we did that. So now, are we going to switch? To... The only reason why I would switch is so I could gain another card. I could gain 6 cards. 6 cards. I think so. Or we could just stay here. 8. But can we change this? Did we already change this? I think we did. So we won't get the card. So let's stay here. Let's just stay. So we'll draw up to 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have some defense cards as well. Okay, so let's put 1 on here. Side scheme. When defeated, this player who defeated this scheme searches their deck and discard for an ally, puts it into play. Okay, awesome. That comes in with 3 threat. This is going to gain an additional threat each time. And now he's going to attack. Are we going to defend? He's going to deal 2 damage. 1 and plus the side scheme. Are we going to... We don't have an what is it, the reboot to ready ourselves up. So I don't... Protector, we could block the boost card with this. So we'd get dealt 2 damage. Is it worth it just to... I don't think so. Especially because we can block the boost. Alright, so he's dealing 2. We're not defending. Okay. And we can block all the damage if it's too much anyway. So he's dealing 2 damage, 3 damage. He's dealing 3 damage. Do we want to block that? Yeah. I mean, what else would we do with this card? Yeah, let's block that. So we're only going to take 2 damage. Alright, we're only going to take 2 damage. And this is the encounter card. Alright, attached to Red Skull. Force Interrupt. When Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost card for each side scheme in play. Oh, then discard this card. Max once per activation. Good lord. Alright, so it only happens once. Then discard this card. But still. Doesn't retaliate work even if you don't defend? Does it? I got the little sheet up here. If it does, that'd be awesome. It just says, after this character is attacked, deal X damage to the attacker. The character must survive the attack to deal damage. I guess you're right. Hey, I'm not going to argue too much with you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, it doesn't say you have to defend. You're right, dude. You're right. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, dude. All right, so... All right, what are we doing now? So it's our turn, right? So we definitely want to... We want to get rid of this, right? We want to get rid of this. So we have the Protector for 4. When Protector would take any amount of damage, spend a, what is that, a science resource, reduce the amount by 1. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. The cards aren't that great. The cards are not that great. And we might have to start paying attention to our health. So can we... We could get Protector in play. And what I'm thinking is we might have to get Protector in play. We have 3 cards we could play with this resource. Get Protector in play. It costs 4. It's expensive. She's better at attack. But I might thwart and do another thwart. And that's going to... Because if I don't get rid of this, another side scheme is going to come into play. And now he's going to have 3 base attack. 1 for here and 2 for each side scheme. Plus, that's going to get rid of this. I think that's the plan. So for 4, tap this. Get rid of these 3. She comes in. She's going to thwart. Getting rid of 1. And then I am going to thwart as well. Oh yeah, and what am I talking about? When I defeat this, I bring in an ally. Yeah. Alright, so what ally do I want? I think Vivian again, right? I think Vivian again. Because then she can put a defense card. Yes. Alright, so let's find Vivian. And that was deck and discard. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're going to find Vivian. Here's Vivian. Oh, no, it's not Vivian. It's Jocasta. Ooh, or Vivian. Maybe it is Vivian. Because if I bring her in, I can still flip to intangible. And while intangible gets +2 thwart, I could get rid of all that threat. Or it might be time to start thinking about hitting Red Skull. Because, I'm still going to have the Protector, right? I can deal 3 attack next turn. If I go back to dense form next turn, I can deal 2 more attack. That's 5, taking him down to 10. And then if I go to dense form with Vivian, she'll deal 3 attack, taking him down to 7. And then all it takes is one of those solar beams. I think that's the play. Alternatively, I was thinking of Jocasta. So bring in Jocasta, and then Jocasta would be able to search the discard pile for a defense card. And then the defense card would basically let me cancel out the boost. I would bring in this Defiance, from Jocasta. If that makes any sense to you guys. So I guess it's going to be Vivian. 1 free damage might be the difference in the end. Yeah. Yeah. I think I am going to bring in Vivian then. Let's bring in Vivian. So bring in Vivian. Got to shuffle this up. Let's move these down. Bring in Vivian. We're in dense form. But I think we want to switch to intangible. I think we want to switch to intangible for now. Because I want to get rid of that. Because we're going to switch to alter ego. So he's going to scheme. And he's doing 3 scheme. So let's flip intangible. Now she gets +2 thwart. So she's getting 3 thwart. So we're going to remove all of this. Remove all of this. And now I'm going to switch to alter ego. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this right now. Okay. Okay. The deck is getting a little low, so we might end up putting, one of those. I forget what these tokens are called. Do you know? Is it a meal? I hope I'm saying the name right. I forget what that token's called. All right, so let's do this. All right, so we're good here. All right, so now let's ready up. Let's ready up. Boom, boom, boom. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just passing through, okay. All right, so now they are going to, here, side scheme. When revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 3 different types of symbols. So it comes in with 3 threats. Acceleration tokens. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. See, this is why I like doing the live stream. 1, the biggest reason not to let hurt your guys' feelings, but it's editing. I don't have to edit. But, or equally as important is interacting with you guys. See, it's cool. On my last live playthroughs, dude, I was interacting with other people as well, and it's just awesome. And then people were helping out as well. Because it can be a lot to, remember to hit everything in the game. When you're playing by yourself, sometimes you're going to miss stuff and you don't even realize it. But when other people are watching you, they can give you hints and stuff like that. So it's awesome. So thank you, dude. Thanks for sticking around, too. I really appreciate it. You've been the lone trooper, dude. Appreciate it. Well, I'm going to try to do more live streams. So hopefully, it's like as people start to understand, I'm doing these live streams constantly, more people will join. Have a little community going. All right, so they just did that. So he is going to scheme. So when Red Skull activates, give him an additional boost card for each side scheme. Oh, that's even during the scheme as well. All right, so he's dealing 3 with 2 boost cards. Ooh. Dude, I hope I'm going to be pissed if I lose from scheme. I know I got up to 11, but he's already dealing 3 when 2 boost cards. What if they're like 2 3s? He's already adding 9. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here's the first boost card. So here's 2. All right, so she's got 5. Boost. Exhaust a character you control. Exhaust a character. So it's only 5. It's not the best, not the worst. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Do you have a lot of characters? I know you said you're getting Vision, but do you have a lot of other characters as well? I just picked up a few. Not too long ago, I picked up Venom. I picked up Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. I still need to play. Crap, what's the guy's name? From guy who flies. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy. What was his name? Dude, I'm forgetting his name. He had the visor on with the two pistols. Oh man, how am I forgetting his name? I'm just drawing a blank. Vision. I also got Valkyrie as well. Valkyrie looks pretty cool. I've been trying to play it, and then Ant-Man. Really been playing. Not really been playing. I played Ant-Man one time. Had a good time with him. All right. So what's he doing? He did 5, and he exhausted a character I control. I think it's gonna be. The Protector. For each side scheme. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be the Protector. Okay, so that was his scheme. Now the encounter card. And that was then discard this card. Then discard this card. Alright, encounter card. Guard. Ugh. Dang it, dude. Of course. And when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Oh, did I miss that the last time? Oh, I think I missed that. Star-Lord. That's it. Yeah, I got it from Miniature Market too. You know who else had good stuff? Was it Atomic Empire or... it was another one. But there's a few really good... Yeah, Star-Lord. There's a few really good, like, low-key board game sites. Some that I'm like, dude, these prices look really good. I think some of the packs that they had, the character packs, were like $11 or something dollars. Whereas, like, everywhere else, the price is going up a little bit. It's like 13 something. But also, I got a good deal on eBay. It was like 5 characters. It was like for like $35. Amazing. Now, one of those characters was a repeat of what I already had. So I got 4 new characters for $35, dude. That is a good deal. So I got it's actually an extra Star-Lord. So I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that. I guess sell it on eBay, I guess. All right, so I think I missed this the last time, but that's okay. All right, so they just dealt an encounter card. So it's our turn. We got to get rid of this guy, right? Now, what I'm going to do... Do we have anything that can deal some damage? All right. So we can get rid of a decent amount of threat here. So we are in intangible form. So let's flip to... And we drew up the 6, right? Yeah, we did. Let's flip the Vision, Hero. While we are in intangible mass form, which we are, we get +2 thwart. So let's do this. Let's get rid of this. All right, we put another damage on her. Now, while we are still in intangible form, we are going to play this just passing through. So let's tap this, just passing through for 1, getting rid of 3, right? Because we got to maintain that. And we could do phase disruption. Play only a vision is in intangible mass form. Confuse an enemy. Choose an attachment on that enemy with the hero text. So this is really good if he has an attachment. We could confuse him. But we already switched to our hero side, so we can't switch back so he would scheme. So what else can we do? We have a lot of defense cards. We can't really do anything with these. So I guess that's all we can do, right? So we're going to play this. So play 2. Oh, well, we got to keep this with the boost card. So play these 2. Right? Play only if vision is in tangible mass form. Confuse an enemy. Okay. It's confused. I'm a little worried. I guess we can just get rid of the boost card. I was just going to say I'm a little worried about our health. Because he's going to be dealing 2 attack. But we can block the... so we have to keep this. I can't use this to pay for this. Yeah. Okay, now, what do? We can't hit Red Skull with this guy in play. So I guess we have to deal 2 damage to him. Oh, we're in intangible. Oh, we did not switch yet. Go to Dense. Draw a card. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're going to play this upgrade. Get this upgrade in. So here response. After you change mass form, but we already did that. Discard this card. Add a vision event from your discard pile to your hand. Okay. So that could be pretty good. Miniature market price matches most of... Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, Boardlandia. I think that's the other one I was talking about. Boarding Game School. Okay. I've never heard of Boarding Game School. I've used Board Game Bliss before. That's a Canada place. They're really good. Shipping is reasonable, too, for being a Canadian website. I mean, you know, I'm in the States. Yeah, Miniature Market's good. I still use Game Nerds. Basically, whenever I'm looking for something, I always shop around to see the best prices first. So we're going to keep this, and we still need to do... What are we going to do? 2 damage? I think we're going to do 2 damage, because we got to get rid of that guy, right? So 2 damage. Alright, so let's ready up. Alright, so 5, 4, 5. Alright. Alright, so what do we got? We got Solar Beam. We have Solar Beam. We got Jocasta. Okay. So we could do... What's that? 2 damage. And that's 3. 6. I'd use him to take him out, so 6. Taking him down to 9. Solar Beam would deal 7. Close. He'd be at 2. If we can get Jocasta in play, deals 1 more. Plus, if he attacks me, I deal 1 retaliate. That could be it. Okay, so let's just start. So he is going to... Let's add 1 and a side scheme. The Red House. Red Skull cannot take damage. This is how I lost the last time. This is how I lost. In the one game I was super close. How I lost was I had two Solar Beams, which I could deal 7 damage each. He was down to like 16, I think, and I still had vision ready. Basically, I forget exactly how the setup was, but I could have killed him in 1 turn. I drew the Red House, which he can't take damage while this is in play. So I couldn't attack him, so I had to change the game plan around. But, so then I had to use the Solar Beams, and then it just turned out the board grew on me, and I couldn't get back to it. And then they ended up, the scheme ran out. So, okay, so it comes in with 3. Okay. I mean, I could use this to get rid of that scheme, because you can use attack with this Red House. Okay, so he's dealing 1 attack plus 1. So he's dealing 2 attack. Are we defending? Are we defending? If we have to, right? Now, what do we have? We can cancel the boost. We can cancel the boost. Excuse me, guys, for 1 second. Alright, so we can cancel the boost. So it's going to deal 2 guaranteed attack. The problem is I want to keep all these guys, but then he's going to deal 2 attack. He's going to deal 2 attack. I mean, I guess let's just see what the boost card is first. So 2, I mean, are we defending? That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point, Andrew. That's the question. 2 defense. So what would I do if I can't use him? Get rid of this. I think I'm gonna take it. I'm not going to. Oh, because he would get hit because we determined retaliate. Okay, so I'm not going to defend. I'm not going to defend. So he would hit me with 4. I'm going to use this defiance to stop that boost card. So he gets 1 back, and we take 2, going to 4. Now Hydra attacks. So Hydra. Oh, and I gotta remember this deal an encounter card when he dies. Now Hydra. So do we just eat 2? Because if I take it with each one of these guys, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. Oh. Oh. But then I can't do. Damn it. Oh, I could. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to... Oh, we got to pay with that. Oh, shit. I guess we got to get rid of Jocasta. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to block with the Protector. I mean, is that worth it? This is the kinds of things, right? It's like, these are the kind of decisions. Because what I would like to do is keep all of my people untapped. He's going to deal 2 damage. I got to get rid of him before I can attack Red Skull, right? I got to get rid of this before I can attack Red Skull. So I was going to use 2 of my guys to take out these people. And then possibly do a Solar Beam dealing 7. Vivian would deal 3. Taking him down to 4. Maybe then I could flip to Alter Ego so I wouldn't lose any health. But then I got to watch out for this. But then he wouldn't be able to scheme. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. And then if we go... Yeah. So we are going to eat that. We're going to eat 2 damage. We're going to go to 2. We're going to go to 2. All right. Retaliate. So he gets dealt 1. Oh, snap. Oh yeah, I was going to say we took a damage away from Red Skull, but he's in. It just says you cannot attack him, but this isn't an attack. That's just a retaliate. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Now the encounter card. After Hydra... Oh, it's a minion. Okay. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. All right, so it's our turn. It's our turn. Okay. All right, let's make it happen. So, 4, she's going to tap. She's going to deal an attack. Oh, that's going to kill her. That's going to kill her. Either way, they're dead, right? But I got to get rid of that. Okay, so I tapped her. She's going to do an attack, and you can use attack to get rid of this threat. So I got rid of that. She's dead. She is dead. Okay. Now, I have to attack him, right? I have to attack him. Now, is there anything... I have to use this in intangible form. I can remove 3 threat. Is that what I want to do? Save Solar Beam? Okay. So an intangible, I can get rid of that. Let's play that. Just passing through. Get rid of 3. Like this. Okay. Attack him. He's dead. He dies. Deal an encounter card. Attach to Red Skull. Red Skull attack gains piercing and ranged. And he gets +1 scheme and +1 attack. Okay. Alright. So he's tapped. Hey, what's up, EM? Good to see you, man. Yeah, every decision matters. You're right, dude. Especially when it gets down to like this kind of, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. You gotta really pay attention to some of these turns. All right, so for Vivian, we need to flip. Oh wait, we kind of played this an intangible. Yeah, we needed to flip first. We needed to do the attack, then this comes into play. We kind of did a little out of order. I'm getting a little lost. But I don't think we switched to intangible form yet. And we needed to be an intangible to play just passing through. So while in dense, we defeated that minion. This came into play. We flipped to intangible. So now Vivian can have +2. Oh, no. That is what we wanted. Stay in dense. Vivian attacks. She gets +2 attack. So she's dealing 3 damage. And she does. 3 damage. So he's going to 11. And he doesn't have retaliate, right? He does not have retaliate. Okay. So now we flip here and then flip to alter ego. So now they're going to scheme, but he's confused. All right. Keep encounter cards face down until it's... Oh, is that right? Oh. I did not know that. Oh. I did not know that. I thought you just reveal it immediately. Oh, man. That's something I've been playing kind of wrong. Yeah, okay. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Yeah, I thought it just meant like deal it to him right away. Deal the engaged player an encounter card. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. That is good to know. That can be important, man. All right, so we flipped. Let's ready up. We can't pay for any of this other stuff, but we're going to keep Solar Beam because I think we need like 1 or 2 more turns. We're at 2 health, though. All right, so let's ready up. We are in Alter Ego and Intangible, so we drop the 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I'm liking this preservation. We get to heal 1 after spending this card, and we get energy too. And we got 2 solar beams. We did do this. After you change mass form, discard this card, add a vision event. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that now. Okay, here's another question. Here's another question for anybody watching. It says, after you change mass form, discard this card, add a vision event from your discard pile. I guess it doesn't say you may, right? Does that matter? Is that an option? Or like, must I have done that? If that's the case, I'll wait for some answers if anybody knows. Okay. So so it's their turn. So 1 here, side scheme. 2 comes on. Alright, when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Here's another question for anybody watching. So it says when defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra card. Now, would that be like, can you start in the discard pile, or like, do you have to start? Is there a certain one that you have to start in? Because I'd rather start with the discard. Must do that then, yeah, because that would change up my cards. Because I would have had I changed to this form, which would have made me add a different card here. So what I'm going to do, since that would have been the case, I'm just going to discard it. Because I don't know what card. I can't put a card back. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna discard it. It's fine. Yeah, I mean it would have been nice after this because, like, you know, it would have given me more cards to work with. Okay, so where are we at here? So we added one here. We put another side scheme on. Red Skull is going to thwart. He is confused, so he does not thwart or scheme. So Hydra Flame Soldier is going to scheme. So he's going to put 1. All right, now the encounter card. All right. Another Hydra Flame Soldier. Good question on the searching. Not sure, to be honest. Yeah, because I'd rather not shuffle. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's that big of a deal. It's just, it'd be easier to just start in the discard. I guess it just says search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra. So it doesn't really sound like it matters all too much. All right, so they schemed, and we did the encounter card. So that's all that happened. Okay. All right, so 11. Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Should we recover? First, I guess we got to make sure we can actually defeat him. So 7. Do we have any? I don't think we can defeat him. So actually we have 3 here for this. We got it. We got it. 3 and 3. Nothing is preventing me from hitting him, right? There's no guards. Yep, there's no guards. I don't need to do that. Okay. I think we got it. So let's start here. Let's change to hero. And do we need to do anything in intangible for him? No. So let's flip to dense. Okay, we draw a card because we change to that. All right, so let's do, yeah, we can just go right after him. All right, so we're going to play Solar Beam. It costs 3. We're going to use this energy, giving us 2, and preservation, giving us 1. And after you spend this card, heal 1 damage to your identity. So we heal 1, going up to 3. And we deal 7 damage to an enemy. 7 damage. It was at 11, right? So it's going to 4. It's going to 4. All right, he's at 4. And then we also have 1 more Solar Beam. And we have 4 resources. And I think that's it. So let's just spend 3. Right? Spend 3, another Solar Beam. While still in dense. And that is Red Skull. Nothing was stopping me, right? This attachment just says gains piercing and ranged. Side scheme. No. These 2 Hydra Flame Soldiers, they don't have anything. Okay. If you do an order, I'd imagine it's encounter deck first since it's... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's where my confusion comes in. But yeah, dude, there we go. That was Red Skull defeated. He was defeated. 2 Solar Beams. That kind of lined up like it did for my 1 game. It's just this time I was actually able to pull it off. Yeah, we had 3 health left. We still could have used Vision. It would have been a little scary. I think if I couldn't have defeated him, I would have put in Jocasta, right? I would have put in Jocasta, but still, she she's not good on attack. And I had two guys here. They're only doing one attack. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, especially that one time, like, during the middle of the game, dude. It was like the board filled up. Yeah. I would have put in Jocasta, but these guys have 4 health. So, like, I probably would have had to start chipping at them. I guess I would have used, like, Solar Beam to kill one of these guys, bring in Jocasta, maybe hit one of these guys. But that would have been the problem, right? Is because now I would have spent that whole turn. I haven't yet. No, I have not yet. That is something I really want to do, though. It looks really cool. It's, you know, it's got the comic book style. You know, I got it right here just in case I needed it. At first, when I was playing, I set it up with, like when I was first playing Red Skull, I found Red Skull in the scenario, and I actually set him up like this. But then I looked on the card, I was like, oh, it didn't add certain sets that it did in the scenario. But that is something I want to play. But with this, if I couldn't have, I would have spent that whole turn maybe taking these out. I guess I would have thwarted. But then I would have had these two guys. That would have been the thing. This would have been a tough turn. This would have been I think, deciding. Because I think I might have spent too much time maybe going after these guys. Although maybe if I would have had a Solar Flare, take one of these out, do some other damage, maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. Because right now, if I didn't do anything with like this, they would have put another side scheme on Red Skull. He would have dealt 3, 4, 5, 6. He would have dealt 6 damage, not even including the boost yet. So that would have been pretty brutal. Yeah, that could have started to get scary. The Arkham Horror LCG has an amazing progression system, which I do miss a bit in Marvel Champions. You know, that's a game I have not played yet, but I am really curious to give that a shot. I've heard really good things. I watched a few of playthroughs on Rob's gaming table, and it looks really cool, man. And I know, isn't this loosely based off, like this card play system loosely based off that? But like you're saying, some of that from Arkham Horror didn't make it into MC, right? Yeah, dude, I'm pretty happy. That was the first time I defeated Red Skull. The first time. I think I missed 2 or 3 things. 2 or 3 things. I missed when I switched forms, adding that card. I missed that. I think I defeated another Hydra soldier earlier on, and I didn't deal another encounter card. I think I missed that. And I think I missed one other thing, but I'm forgetting what it is. Maybe like a retaliate, or maybe if like they retaliated, something like that. But I don't think too much. A little bit similar, but feels very different. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious, man. Eventually. But I know that's, honestly, for the card games right now, I've been putting a decent amount of money into this, you know, just with the character packs. I mean, it's like 60 cards for like 14 something dollars. All right, let's get rid of this. I mean, that stuff starts to add up. And plus, I don't have a true organization system yet. So what I'm playing with is these kind of cases. And as you can see here, I have Ant-Man right here in these deck boxes. Because I actually was on the Hall of Heroes, and I saw some of those designs where they were actually using the cassette tapes. But I was looking around for it online, because I am going to make that. They have certain artwork that they put in the cassette tapes, and I want to do that. So I want to get a bunch of these, put the artwork on there. It's going to be a little tricky because they aren't a true flat surface. But I was playing around with these, and it does fit perfectly. You can see in here. I already made an Iron Man, or not an Iron Man, a Captain America one. It's over there. But I got art on the front, sides, and back. And it looks really cool. And then when it's on the side in the box, yeah, you got this little lip here, either way you put it, right? But you can see like Captain America, and if you flip it over, it's actually different artwork, but it still shows you that it's Captain America. So I want to do that with all of those. The only problem is I like to sleeve my cards. And this is a full 60 card deck. And it just fits in there. So what I've had to do with the other decks is I might need 2, which is kind of annoying. Alternatively, I thought about just putting the 15 character cards for the heroes, in with it sleeved, and leave the other cards out. Like if it's leadership, I would put all the leadership cards. So if you wanted to build the deck, you would just find maybe another case with all the leadership cards. There's going to be a bunch of these with, each different hero or like leadership, aggression, protection, stuff like that. But you would need to find it. But that might be a little annoying, because what I'm trying to do now is I'm starting to have too much that I'm trying to reduce the setup time. So that's why I tried this. So without sleeves, it's like perfect. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, as you can see here, it's like perfectly flush. It fits in there. If you could see this, hold it up so it does that. I mean, it's an awesome design, and the artwork on there looks super cool. They kind of fit all in the core game box sideways. So that's what I've been toying around with. But then it's like, I think I started this whole rant about expensive stuff. So it's the character packs. I just got this mat recently too. That's an expense. Getting these weren't the cheapest things. I think for like 20 or like 12, it was like 20 something bucks. So you got that. You got the sleeves. I thought about getting a case for it, actual like case that opens and closes, but several aspect cards out because they take up too much space when you keep them together. Yeah, just like sitting down and just like sleeving the cards. It's like, yeah, why you got someone like in the background listening to it? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. But that's the problem. It's like I have the core box, I have the Rise of Red Skull, and I have the what is it? The Shadow, the one with Thanos, Mad Titan Shadow. So I have those. But the problem that I'm having now is I can't store everything. Like everything's kind of like separated, and I'm getting lost on where to go. Like, so now I got to take out, I got the heroes in the core game. I got like, what is it? It must be 20 something in the core game. And there are all of these in these cases like lined up like this. There's no labels on them yet though. So I'm doing that, trying to do that with the heroes. But now the problem is I have more heroes that can actually fit in that box with these cases. So now I got stuff that's just like sitting outside of the box. Where am I going to store all the villains? I want to organize all the villains. So it's getting like a little frustrating. So I need to come up with a storage solution. I want to soon. And that might just be ordering a case. I even found like cheapo cases on like Amazon for like 25 bucks that might be, big enough to just line a bunch of these in there. It's either this or I'm just going to have to get one of those cases off like Etsy that you see that's like, it's almost like a broken token insert. They're like the wood inserts. I want to check out the Hobby Lobby art case. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about right now. Something like that, where the cards are all loose in there. Also, what's up, Brian? Or the cards are all loose in there with labels in there. Because it's starting, I love this game so much. And at first, with just the core game, the setup was so fast. You just take out all the cards you want to. There's already the pre-built decks, right? And then you just get a villain out. There's 3 villains in the core game. But now there's starting to be so much that can't fit in the boxes because I'm starting to get, trying to get too cute with it, that it's starting to be frustrating. And I want all the heroes in one spot and all the villains. So now the setup time is taking a lot longer and it's starting to be a little frustrating. It's not that big of a deal. It's just, I'm all about with games setup time. Because there's a lot of huge games that I just don't get to as much because I'm like dreading the setup. Like I'm looking at Planet Apocalypse right here. I want to get to the game, but there's just so much to set up. It's just kind of like, like maybe next time, right? So I want to get this setup reduced a little bit. But let me read the rest of the comment. Hobby Lobby art case option. Broken token insert, and I have everything in one case. Yeah, see, that's perfect, dude. Do you also have the dividers that, that list out everything? Because I was even looking on Etsy, and even the dividers for everything were pretty expensive. Now, An alternative I could do is just get something to label them myself. You know, I'm not opposed to that because I can get kind of creative with the stuff. Let's see. I was given the Marvel Champions box from Etsy for Christmas. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome, dude. What an awesome gift. That is an awesome gift. I was looking at those, dude. I'm so close to one of those two options. You know, Brian and Emil's, what you guys suggested. The cool 3-row card storage container. Okay. Ultra Pro has one coming as well. Yeah. I might have to look into something. Like, really, because I love the game, dude. I love playing this. It's just getting, like I said, it's just getting to be a lot. And then plus, what do you guys do? Do you guys keep these? I mean, I don't think so now, right? Because I know Vision. But like, what do you guys do for keywords? Do you just look it up when needed? I'm thinking about actually printing out just maybe there's like something on Board Game Geek with all the keywords on there, quick. And then what I like to do is I like to use a laminator. So I'll just like laminate over a piece of paper. It's like $60 now for all the dividers on Etsy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and that's just the dividers. Tesseract Games shared his divider templates. I printed those on photo paper, sprayed adhesive on the cardstock, and cut them myself. Yeah. Some of the stuff, I'm all about saving money on some of that process. I would do something similar. I would print it out on a regular sheet of paper and then laminate it. It doesn't have to look good. Like, the dividers don't have to look good. I don't care about that. You know, it's as long as it's divided. Okay, Tesseract Games. Keep all the folded up inside the core box with my tokens. Oh, okay. Updated keyword list. Yeah, okay. Now, what website? On FFG's website? Because the one I'm looking at right now on this screen is from Hall of Heroes. And it's laid out pretty nice. You know, it's just really straightforward. It even lists out, you know, what new keywords were added in which, like Rise of Red Skull, Mad Titan Shadow, Tesseract. Yeah, okay, I got you. I'll look it up. Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just need now to get a case and insert. So you can print that one page. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. 3-room binder with sheet protectors that I use to keep my character sheets handy. Okay, that's a good idea. And then you got some cool artwork on the side too. Like, if you do you just put it in like this? Just put it in, and then you could be like, oh, okay, here's Vision. Turn it over, and here's the keywords. That'd be pretty cool. Official rules on FFG. Okay, awesome. Yeah, and see, I like stuff like this, like interacting with you guys. Board Game Geeks. There are a ton of files around. Yeah, it's a pretty popular game, dude. Honestly, I saw the game at first, and I was like, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I'm not. I like it. I thought the movies were really cool. And I saw the game, and I was like, oh, it's just a card game. I am more like, I like to have physical things like moving around the board. I don't know why. I just like, you know, I'm just like playing around with the stuff like I'm a little kid. But I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Who ultimately pushed me to getting it? I forgot. I think it was the community. Yeah, I think it was you guys. You were like, dude, there was like multiple people like, you got to check this out. So I did. I got the core game and I played it, and it honestly felt so thematic. Each character feels drastically different. I mean, not drastically, but, you know, different enough that you're like, oh, I want to play Ant-Man. You know, I want Venom with all the weapon attachments. It's just a really cool thing. I want to throw Thor's hammer. You know, and you can do different stuff like that. So it's awesome. You don't even need to be into Marvel to enjoy the game, but it definitely helps, and you can see how it's just like it's an awesome game. I've been really loving it. I have the newest expansion. What is it called? The one that's gonna launch in a few months or something like that. I have that already ordered through Game Nerds, I think. I do want to get the the Galaxy's Most Wanted. I want Rocket. I don't know why, dude. Rocket is always just like looks so cool. Let's see. That's a good idea. I have to get a binder for those. Yeah, that is a good idea, man. It is. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Definitely happy with how it turned out. I don't know. Yeah, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards left. 9 cards left there. Red Skull is fun. He is fun playing against. He was definitely a challenge for me with Vision. Because like I said, I think in the previous games, his schemes just got too out of hand. And then plus, there was a few times where I just drew a little bit too many defense cards. And I couldn't do anything about it. And then I think in this game, it just kind of lined up, you know, a little bit better than those games. Yeah, so freaking good. What are you thinking for sleeves? Oh, okay. So I do have the Game Genic Marvel sleeves for Thor. I have those for Thor. Beautiful sleeves. Beautiful sleeves. Wish I had used clear sleeves. For everything else, I have the Mayday sleeves. I think it's like the 63.5 by, what is it? It's their standard green card, or like it's like got a green cover on it. I got a few over there. I can get it for you if you want. But they fit, and you have to get the thicker ones. The loose, they're a little taller, but the thicker ones, it's like 125%. It's like labeled on the sleeve pack. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I haven't tried Titan Shield. Pretty well priced. Yeah, they might be good too. I've used Mayday for pretty much all of my games. I think they're an excellent fit, and they usually are like spot on, and they definitely are for this game as well. Now these cards are slightly smaller than true standard. They're slightly thinner, so those, they have like just a little bit on the sides, but it is not much. I honestly love playing with those. But the Game Genic, exactly the same like height and width of the, they gave me the same exact feeling of the Mayday sleeves. They just have beautiful artwork on the back, and it's awesome. The only problem I have with those is, like I was mentioning with these, and this is the frustration that I'm like getting myself into with those Game Genic sleeves. If I can't fit all of Thor's cards in this case, and I might just abandon this case, if I put all of Thor's cards in here, you know, I can't fit his, what is he, aggression? At least the pre-built deck. You can't fit all of them in there, so I got to keep them somewhere else. So do I do transparent sleeves for those? And then, but then I'd have to, I don't think I'm explaining it the best, but since they're different sleeves than the transparent ones, I basically have to have 2 cases for Thor, or else if I mix them all up into the other cards, they're going to have the Thor backs. So if I want to use those cards for a different character, I have to take them out of those Thor sleeves and then put them in regular transparent sleeves. I'm like confusing myself, but yeah, go ahead and give those a shot, Brian. It sounds like they're pretty good. Let me get the ones I'm talking about too. They're pretty good. All right, so I brought over a few things. So these are the Mayday sleeves. They're not this exact kind though, but just to show you what they're like, because Mayday has 2 different kinds. This is the 100 pack,
but they're a little bit, they're not as thick as the sleeves that I actually use. I actually use these penny sleeves for like all the villains and stuff. But for the heroes, when I'm, you know, touching the most, I use the better sleeves. So this is kind of the, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me bring up this so I can look at it with you. So this is kind of the size. But this is, it's really thick on these. These are pretty thick sleeves. I mean, they're nice. Like, and you can see, like, it's not much at the top. These are my go-to for all standard cards. Now, the Game Genic, let's put this back in here. The Game Genic, I got on 4. It's like the exact same size as those Mayday sleeves. Exactly the same. And you can see here, like, I mean, it just looks sweet. Like, even in person, it looks even better than it does on the screen. Like, the color is slightly off. But, I mean, they are just sweet. And you can see there's still that exact same amount of space on either side. As you can see there as the Mayday sleeves. They are just, they're beautiful. And this matte back, yeah, they're awesome. They are really cool. And that's Thor's. And then let me show you the other thing I was talking about. So they're these, but they're the 50 pack, and it'll say like 125% thicker. Now this is kind of the, it's not like this part isn't fully on there. So when I was looking on Hall of Heroes to get the artwork for the stuff, I was trying to find out like what design. So I actually printed out both of them, and I was trying to decide what to use. So, and then I was like, well, this looks too cool. Why don't I just cover the whole thing in both designs? So this would be the front, you know, and then you got the Captain America on the side here. I wish it would zoom in a little bit better or focus a little bit better. And then so on the back, I put the other design. And then on the side here, it's a, you know, Captain America. So you could kind of organize them however you want to. You could have like, you know, this side up, you know, switch it up, have this side up so they'd all match, you know, and then, you know, so whatever. But I think this is the route I would like to go with. It's going to also be a lot of ink. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of ink to get all that printed out. All right, so let me, you really have to just commit. If you use, yeah, exactly. Yep. Steve King's bundle for Nemesis. Okay. I think I used, who did I use Sleeve Kings for? I think I've used Sleeve Kings before, and they were fine. Like, they were good. They were good. I'm trying to think of what I did. My Nemesis, I used all Mayday sleeves again. But again, if you are going to try these, like, these are a little bit taller. I don't know why. It's very frustrating. I don't know why they are slightly, they're labeled as the exact same size. Of course, now it's going to prove me a liar. No. Dude, I'm telling you. No. Something is wrong. It's gonna prove me a liar, man. I've done this. Oh, here. Let's look at the. Now I gotta get. Oh yeah, there should be some in this deck. Maybe they're not in this deck. Yeah, they are. They are. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's check this out. Yeah. So you can see they're like slightly, I don't know how easy it is to be able to see it. They're just a little bit taller. They're just a little bit taller. And I think they're the same width. So these are the penny ones. I use these for all the villains and stuff like that. So these aren't nearly as good. So this that you're looking at right now is this exact sleeve. But if you're going to try these,
don't get the 100 pack. Get the 50 pack that's a little thicker, and that's what I use for all this. And this is sturdy as crap, man. This is really sturdy. And I use these for every game. I use these for the Nemesis and all that stuff, and they're fantastic. Yeah, yeah, brother. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, use those tapes, man. But I think it was the same. I think it's the same deal as these. Like, you're not going to be able to fit all the, because I don't know. I don't think this is all of his cards, is it? Maybe it is all Thor's. I think this is actually all Thor's fit in there, and it's like it's just over. But what's cool is this lip. It's a little like raised. So it just closes. Sleeping character. Well, see, that's my point, Brian, is that I was going to do that with Thor, or like when I have some cards that, you know, say I want to use for a different character that Thor has, like let's say you got all these Game Genic sleeves, right? And now I go, well, I actually want to play with, you know, Get Over here in a different character. You know, it's like you got to like take it out of the sleeve and put it in the, like in a clear one or something like that. Or, you know, it's like, I think if I was going to do the Game Genic, like, yeah, you got to keep the deck. What I would do is just have the deck just made and don't even touch it, right? I mean, I guess if you want to touch it, you know, later, but yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Yeah, because you'd be able to tell what it is, right? Or something, you know, you'd be able to tell it's not a Thor card. You wouldn't be able to tell exactly what it is, but cool. Well, all right, guys. I think that's going to be it. 2 hours. I think that's good time. Like I said, I'm going to have. I am planning to have more live streams coming up here. I even made like a little graphic. I'm going to try to like stick to a schedule, and what that's going to do is like sometimes it puts it off because like if I'm like, oh, I want to bust out this game, I got to relearn the rules and everything like that. And I just hate editing. I hate editing. So I think the plan is just going to be, I'm just going to put out a schedule and just be like, okay, I want to get this game out. So I'll put it on the schedule, look over the rules a little bit, you know, the day before I go live and just commit, you know. So I think that's going to be a little bit easier for me. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do, I think the plan is going to be try to do like 2 playthroughs a week at least, and maybe one other kind of live stream. I was thinking about maybe looking at Kickstarter games, right? You know, just giving my overall thoughts about it. Maybe just doing a Q&A, you know, something like that. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Brian. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. My friend Tim, he I felt kind of bad. He loves that game. That's his favorite game. The guy that was sitting across from me, but he loves the game, and there was that one battle, dude, and he thought he was gonna win, but I scooped up the lead. And he got a little frustrated. Thank you, Emil. Thanks for sticking around too, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. Yeah, and that's the cool thing, dude. Like the streams haven't been crazy busy, but dude, there's been constant communication, and I do truly thank you guys for it, because this is honestly, you know, why I do this kind of stuff, just communicating with you guys. And honestly, I love, again, playing the games in front of a live, you know, group, so you guys can be like, oh, like Emil, you answered a bunch of questions. No, Retaliate still works even if you don't defend. Awesome. I didn't know that. You know, so that kind of stuff can really help out to, like, 1, make me a better player, and 2, make sure it gets corrected, so if anybody watches later, you know, they can get a better grasp on how to play the game. So yeah, pretty cool. And honestly, that was awesome that I defeated Red Skull. That was the first time. Maybe eventually I'll try expert mode, but you know, I feel like I still got a decent ways to go. I did play a few expert games, like against Rhino. You know, but Rhino's like the punching bag, right? So it's like, if you want to test out a character on an easy, you know, villain, just get out the punching bag, Rhino, and just have your way with him. But so I did defeat him on expert. I think I defeated one other on expert. I forget who it was though. But there's still a bunch of characters I gotta play. So I'm excited though, man. I am really excited. Like I said, Venom was super cool. With the attachments. Now here's the thing, Emil. Here's one last question for you. So, do you have Venom? Have you played Venom? Oh wait, did you say you have everything? What's up, Matt? I'll never survive expert mode. One day I will. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, he's running as my... Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, so Emil, or even Brian. Oh wait, Brian, you have everything too, right? I mean, if either one of you could help out. So, Venom. His whole shtick is weapon attachments, right? I haven't played Venom yet. Okay. So the thing with Venom is you can have, 2 restricted cards. Most of his weapons, go back to work tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool, man. That's good. Get you out of the house a little bit. Yeah, that should be really good. So Venom's whole thing is he has weapon attachments, or just weapons. And so the weapons are labeled as restricted. So I think the game rule says restricted, you can only have 2 restricted cards in play. But Venom's special thing is that he can have an additional restricted out. So he's got a lot of weapons and stuff that say restricted. Okay, cool. I'm with it so far. He also has other upgrades that he can play that even allow him to bring out more restricted cards. It's actually pretty cool. My confusion comes in, though in one of the cards, it might be a weapon that's restricted. It says max 2 restricted cards. So where my confusion is, and do I have him out here? Where my confusion is, does that mean now that card takes precedent and now I can only have a max of 2 restricted cards? It doesn't say, it's not one of those things that only 2 in the deck. It's not one of those things. It just says like max 2 restricted cards. If I have him over, is he, let me get him quick and I'll better explain. I guess I don't have it down here. It's weird. I thought I had everything. Maybe I got his sheet down here. What's this? It's Ant-Man. I guess I got him upstairs. Yeah, but I tried to look for it online. But I didn't find an answer. I'm assuming it's just you can have... That's Doctor Strange. I'm assuming you can have as many like restricted cards as like let's say Venom's thing says you can have 3 out at a time. That even if that card says max 2 restricted, you can still have 3. I don't know. Like, why would it say max 2 restricted? Why wouldn't it just say restricted? Because restricted already has a max of 2. That's where my confusion is. You know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. That's what I'm kind of going with. It just seems weird that since restricted already has a cap. I mean, here it is. A player cannot have control more than 2 restricted cards in play at a given time. Wait. Maybe that's just... Maybe... Do you guys know how some cards, like, they just have the keyword, but then others have the keyword, but the description laid out on the card? Like, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find an example. Okay. So let's say this. So let's take this Hydra Soldier, right? It says guard. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. Okay, that has the description of what guard is. But other things have guard, but they don't have the description. It just says guard. I think the sleeper had it. Yeah. So the sleeper has guard, but it doesn't have the description because there's too much text, right? It would be just too much text. So what I'm thinking is why that said max, 2 restricted items. I think that's the same deal. Some of the weapons don't have the restricted clarification on them. They just say restricted. But then that one, like this, might just say restricted. Oh, you can only have a max of 2. I'm thinking it's that. Or you might have a car. Get out of... Yeah. Give him a shot, though, if you guys got him. He's a lot of fun. It's really cool with those weapon attachments. Really cool. Like, he's got a cool thing where he can, like, confuse the enemy. And then that same weapon is if the enemy is already confused, he deals 3 damage with that, like, rifle. Dude, it's just so sweet, man. And plus he has, like, 2 special pistols he can go, like, probably, like, have in play at the same time. And when he uses his basic powers, you can tap those to do, like, an additional to that basic power, whatever it is, whether it's, attack, scheme, or thwart. Oh, what's your brew? Just finished off a big cup of red chai tea. Yeah, I got some green tea, man, just in case I started dozing off. But Red Skull kept me entertained, so I didn't need it. Yeah, I'm thinking so, Emil. It makes sense. I don't know why they would override it. I think you're right. Just like, yeah, exactly. Others don't. Yeah, I think that's it. Now that, we're talking about it, it just makes sense. So yeah, I'd like to get more playthroughs of this, up soon. Maybe I'll just do more live streams. The thing is, though, it's like I want to, if I do a live stream, I kind of want to give at least a day notice, but then there might be other days where I'm just like, you know what, I could actually just play Marvel Champions. I'll just do it online, and then maybe I'll just do that. I'll just spring up a live playthrough. That might not be too bad. I don't know. But yeah, you guys have been awesome. I could just probably stay on here and talk for a long time, but I guess I could just edit this part out. Oh no, not edit this out. I didn't mean that, but like if it went too long. If people are just trying to do the playthrough, I guess I could just do timestamps and just be like, discussion afterwards. I think that'd be a better idea. Yeah, cool, man. What else? Is there anything else? I think the next character I want to try is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. And Jesus, what was his name? I'm already forgetting. Emil, who did we talk about earlier? Star-Lord. Star-Lord. I've had Star-Lord for a while and I haven't tried him yet. So I'm super curious about him. And plus Ant-Man, dude. Why I think I like Ant-Man is because just by changing the forms, you're doing a little bit to like you can heal one, or you can thwart one, or you can attack for 1 damage. So it's just cool to be able to change to those different things, and like you can really use that to your benefit. I really liked it, and plus that folding card, dude. It's just awesome. Now that's the question: what sleeves do you use for the folding card? Oh, play 2-handed with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, flexible. That's the perfect way I would describe it. Flexible. Yep. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. You know, that's one thing I haven't done in this game yet. 2-handed. I play a lot of other games 2-handed. I have nothing against it. It's just I haven't gotten it there. I think because when I started, I wanted to learn each character individually first. Get them down. And then after I got them down, then I can mix them up. You should bring this with you when you come over. Yeah, I might. I did think about that. I just take them out of sleeves when I play them. Yeah, that's okay. But what sleeve? Oh, you just use one sleeve and put them in there. Ah, I see. Oh, take him out of the sleeve. Yeah, duh. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I tried to reach out to Game Genic and try to get I was like, hey, I'd like to show off some of your that's funny, Brian. I got Game Genic on the mind as well. Yeah, exactly. They got 4 Ant-Man's characters are garbage. Oh, I see. Interesting. What was I going to say? I reached out to Game Genic. I was like, I'd like to show off some of the sleeves. Could I get some? They're like, we'll get back to you. They are so cool. My next favorite is Doctor Strange's the Game Genic sleeves. I just think they look so cool. Now, here's the thing. Do you guys play with playmats? Like, I got this. But when I was doing shopping, sometimes I get, not obsessed, but, when I was looking for playmats, I didn't want this thing because I was like, that's too big, right? Because I want to be able to travel with it a little bit. So I wanted, a single-player playmat. Now, they have the playmats for, Marvel Champions. The problem is I think they're 24 by 12. Now, 12 inches, what I like to do generally, I like to lay it out. I like 4 rows like this. Schemes up top and like this. This is way past 12 inches. So I thought about it'd be tight. You know what I mean? And I don't even think you'd be able to do that. So I was like, I can't do that. So I ended up getting this. And I think it is smaller than the labeled size. I think they got it labeled for 36 by 36 or something like that. And I think it's 27. It's something like that. Oh, is that the dark blue one? That one looks really cool. It was out of stock though when I tried to buy it. They included 2 side loafers for its oversized card. But the backs are solid. What? Solid black? How would that even work? Because every side needs to be used. Side loafer. Yeah, nice. The old side loafer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those spots that they have, there's 3 spots at the top. It looks cool. I think I like the blue a little bit better. But again, they didn't have it in stock. I think I did go with a Magic the Gathering playmat. It was a little bit bigger. I think it was like 14 inches. And what I can do with that is I can have like three, what is it? I think like three solid rows. Yeah, right. But even that one can be kind of small. But I like down here I can have like in this game room I can do whatever I want to. I got all this table space. But like upstairs, on the kitchen table and stuff, when I'm playing, I just want like I don't want to bring this every time. It's not huge. It's just I want something like a confined space. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, man. I can't cut it in half. Yeah, I I like the look of the when he's in giant form. I know you could probably get it close, right? Like you could probably line it up close enough when it's sleeved, but I still think it would just be a little too off. I mean, in general I take care of my stuff anyway. So like, if that was the only card unsleeved, and you just took it out of the sleeve, which is probably what I'm gonna do when you go to play, it's not a problem. I mean, you're not gonna be like, how hard are you manhandling the card? It shouldn't be that rough with it, right? So it should last. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it though. That's a little too much for me. Little too much. So who would you guys want to see next? Like if I did another playthrough. I don't think I'm gonna do anybody from the core set. I think what I'm thinking about, maybe I'll do the Quicksilver, like you were saying, Brian. Maybe Quicksilver, and maybe that'll be the first time I do a two-handed playthrough. It is, yeah, Brian. But this playmat here, it stays on this table permanently. And I know it's like I didn't need this, but honestly, it does help with because with this webcam, I was thinking about going with a more expensive camera. But trust me, that's been a year-long struggle right now, and it's not something that I want to spring for immediately. So I went with a webcam. This is just a Logitech Brio. It's like $100 and something bucks. So the colors aren't exactly as you might find in your phone even, or with a more expensive camera. So when there is like, if I take off this green mat, the black, it's more of like a grayish black. It really has a too light, the light reflects off of it too much. So this kind of helps with that color correction. It kind of gives the camera a little bit more colors to focus on, so it kind of like hones it in a little bit more. Just careful when removing Ant-Man from the sleeve. Yeah, I think that's the route I'm going to take. Hawkeye looks pretty cool. Yeah, I have Hawkeye. I haven't played him yet. What set did he come in? Did he come in Red Skull? Did he come in Red Skull? Does it say right here? Yeah, Hawkeye and Spider-Woman. Yep. Quick draw. Ready something. Can you ready? How do you? It looks like he has something that he can ready himself up. That's one thing that for some reason I truly enjoy when I can ready the hero. I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? Like, especially after you defend, because you're like, duh, now my whole turn, using him is like not wasted, but you know, you can't do as much cool stuff. The aero mechanics. Other vote for Hawkeye. Okay. Still haven't used him. I would love to see you go with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver for your first two-handed. Okay. Okay, Hawkeye. All right, so my initial idea, subject to change. It's good. Brian, yeah, that's good. I actually have two of them. Because this is this table that I play on, the playmat, and then I'll get into my idea for the playthroughs. This playmat, this table that I have is like it's a slightly smaller pool table. And so I use this, two of them to basically cover it. So I got them side by side. I really like it. They even have a smaller one. I think it's like a 2 foot by 3 foot. I read some of the reviews, and basically people were saying it had a lot more problems that this one doesn't. Fantastic, dude. I've used this for probably over 2 years. It's been fantastic. I mean, it's really nice. It lays flat, very thick, stitched edging. It's awesome. I got this off Amazon, so it might be the same one. Yeah, it's like got the designs. Here, I'll lift it up. That design right there. But for the playthrough, and this is it's a 4 foot by 3 foot. That's the one I got. It seems like he mainly exhausts and readies his bow into combo attacks. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. So what I'm thinking about maybe for the next few playthroughs with this, maybe next I'll do Hawkeye, right? Yep, that's the one. That's the one, Brian. Yep, 3 foot by 4 foot. Yeah, I got two of them. Fantastic. But I think maybe next time I'll do a solo Hawkeye. I need a villain. And then maybe the playthrough after that, I'll do Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. That'll be my first two-handed. So that way it'll check all those boxes we're talking about right now. Now I need the villains. Definitely not Rhino. I'd like to... Absorbing Man was actually pretty fun. Crossbones was pretty fun. Who else is in Red Skull? Who's that other guy? Absorbing Man, there he is. Absorbing Man. Oh, and one thing I'll also say is, how many villains do you have? So I have, what is that, the Wrecking Crew? I got Green Goblin. So I have the core box. I have the, what is it, the Green Goblin. I haven't even opened up those cards yet. I have the Rise of Red Skull. And I have the Mad Titan Shadow. Those are the only ones I have so far. And one quick note before I forget. The reason why, like, for all of these hero cards, I was using those thicker sleeves. Because, you know, you're manhandling those a lot. But for these cards, I don't touch those as much. And to save money, that's why I started going with these thinner sleeves. So they're not as good quality. But with all of these, if I can still sleeve them, so it gives them some protection, but also save some money, that's why I started going with these. Because I started doing all of these in the 50, packs thicker sleeves, and it was just, the price was just starting to get out of hand. Do you have the Wrecking Crew? I don't. I do want the Wrecking Crew. Now, if you said, hey, maybe do the Wrecking Crew with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, since that's going to be like the second playthrough. Yo, Solo Board Gaming Night, what's up, man? Sinister Motives. Now, is that the one? Is that the newer one that they're launching in a few months? Whatever the one that they're launching in a few months, that's the one I pre-ordered as well. Yes, exactly, dude. Exactly. Yep. And that's why I started going with these thinner sleeves, because it just saves a lot more money. They are thinner, but dude, if it gives you any kind of protection, so be it. And then I will continue to use the thicker sleeves for the heroes. But the Wrecking Crew, so like Brian, if you were like, hey, I want to see Scarlet Witch in Quicksilver, maybe against the Wrecking Crew, dude, I'll order it. For my scheme and villain cards. Yep, exactly. Yeah, like all of these, like that's why Doctor Strange, all his Nemesis cards are in there as well, all in the thinner sleeves, because you're gonna have to possibly put those in the encounter decks. Yeah. I even went, like, I was starting to get a little crazy with the game. I even got, like, his alternate art, like Doctor Strange's alternate art. I just thought it was pretty cool. Because I saw it on, what was that? I saw the card on Dale the Casual Gamer. So I was like, dude, I have to have that. Awesome. Sinister Motives looks insanely good. Sinister Six. Ooh. Yeah, dude. That's gonna be a cool one. I'm gonna get playthroughs of that as soon as it comes in. So SBGK, I tried to say it fast. SBGK, how's it going, dude? Wrecking Crew is outstanding. I highly recommend it. Okay, you know what? Also, I heard good things about. What was that other one? The Hood. Is the Hood any good? I'm gonna check out Wrecking Crew. I did hear good things, but you know what? That's the thing. I hear good things about all this stuff. Yeah, so SBGK, man, that can be a tongue twister, dude, saying that fast 3 times. But just to recap, I played as you probably saw in the thumbnail, Vision against Red Skull. And in all the previous 4 games, he wiped the floor with me. I got close one time. I don't know if you've played Vision yet, but he's got a card where it's like, what is it? Basically, he can do 7 damage to the enemy. Of course, I can't find Solar Beam here. In the game previously, I had 2 of these cards. I was about to finish him off, but then he got this card that said I couldn't do damage to him, so I had to get rid of that. And then it turned into a mess, and the board got too crowded. I had a good, and Emil can attest to this. Brian, I don't know how long you were here for, but Emil was with me from the start. I had a good start to the game, and it was somewhere in the middle. It started to get a little crowded, but then I had a fantastic hand. I kind of wiped the board, and then it was like a good reset. I got him to phase 2, and it was just kind of, it felt a little smooth sailing. There was some tough choices there, but it was like, we made it through, man. But it was first time beating Red Skull, pretty happy about it. It wasn't expert, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. Where you say to grab the Doctor Strange one from? I love that one you showed it. Yeah, so I actually got, it was a pack. They're selling them on eBay. It was like Doctor Strange. It was Thor. No, not Thor. Doctor Strange. I think Captain America. And I think maybe Hulk. It was like 3 of those. And they also came with alternate cards in their deck. Like if I find it here. Is this Doctor Strange's? Yeah. So it also came with alternate. Is it in this deck? Maybe it's not. But the artwork on some of these, yeah, here it is. So this is also alternate art. So there's 3 of these Desperate Defenses, as you can see here. So each of those characters came with 3 additional like cards that had alternate art. So it wasn't just this. I think it was like $10. I think it was like $10 for all of it. Good. Hope you've been good. Glad to see you enjoying MC. Yeah, brother. Really been getting into it, dude. Really been getting into it. It's just so fun, dude. It's the decision making. It's just fantastic. And it's just so customizable. You know, it's like you can different characters, different villains, multiple characters. I've not tried the Hood yet, but I've watched a few playthroughs and he seems pretty intense. Yeah. That's what I heard. It's a good challenge. The ebb and flow of this game is what keeps me coming back to. It's so great to have a turn like you just described. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I think in general, I like the building up aspect. Like I like getting out the upgrades and stuff while managing. I mean, that is the game, right? But when you have those, when you're able, you put all those puzzle pieces together, right? And you got a beautiful hand or something like that, and you're just able to just do all this damage, or even if it's not dealing damage. I had a turn like that in this game. I got rid of a side scheme. Then I got rid of another side scheme that actually got rid of a minion. So then everything was kind of lining up, and then I dealt some damage to Red Skull. So it was like everything was just clicking, and it was so fun. It was beautiful. Yeah, the art looks great. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I think there's probably a few of them still on eBay. I do want to get Thor. Thor, I think, is my favorite Avenger. Favorite hero so far. All right, so I have not played as all the characters in the core set, but I think so far, I was telling these guys, I just played today as Venom and Ant-Man. I like Venom's thing with the weapons. He can put out all these weapons and stuff like that. And what's cool is I actually played against, I think we determined it was Crossbones, who also gets weapon attachments. So it was kind of like this shootout that I was having. I only played one game as Venom, but it was a lot of fun. He seemed to be able to deal damage pretty good. And it was just cool. I was able to confuse the enemy a lot with that pistol that he has. So then I would flip to the alter ego. He couldn't scheme and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. Also, I played against Absorbing Man, and I was Ant-Man. Dude, let me tell you, I really enjoy the forms, the 3 different forms. That was a lot of fun, and I liked how each form did something slightly different. Oh, you could heal one, or you could deal 1 damage when you went into giant form. But also, I got a bunch of upgrades that if I was in tiny form, I could tap them and then do a damage to whoever I wanted to. So I would be in tiny form, deal a damage, flip into giant form, deal another damage. So and then I had another upgrade that was once you switch to giant form, deal an additional damage. So then I was dealing 4 damage when I would tap with him. It was just really cool switching between them. But I'm getting sidetracked. What I would say, I think it's between Strange and I think it's between Strange and that one play of Ant-Man is it's really got me thinking right now. Captain America was good. I'm just trying to think of who else did I play. I played as Thor. Thor is cool. Vision, he's all right. I think if I were to play Vision again, I would change up the cards. Maybe it was just more of the defensive stuff. I think I'm probably more leadership, aggression than anything else. The defense is cool. But it's it was kind of tricky, dealing with the 4 different sides on 2 different cards. Ant-Man's on 1 card, 3 different sides. So this can get a little tricky managing. It kind of worked out in this game, but previous games I'm I need to use this card, but I'm not in intangible form, and I already switched, right? So I think I would change his cards. But to get to the ultimate answer, I think I would probably say right now Strange and Ant-Man. That one play, dude, it did something for me. And I tell you what, Venom with those weapon attachments, what I think would be really cool is getting different weapons. You just go, getting out a pistol, getting out a rifle. You kind of get that feeling of it's just you're just pulling out weapons left and right and just shooting them. Love Ant-Man. He is fun. Yeah, dude, he is a blast. Black Widow is crazy good. That's what I heard about Black Widow. I also heard I also heard Scarlet Witch is really good as well. I think I do have Black Widow. Preparation and spy cards contain great... Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, dude. Strange Cap and Ant-Man. Yeah. I did really like the shield. I really like throwing that shield. Really cool. Iron Man is pretty fun. I haven't played against Iron Man. I need to play against Iron Man. I also heard I played as what is it, Captain Marvel, and I heard she can be pretty powerful. I didn't have those super big turns like I've been hearing about some people have, like just decimating a villain in like one turn. I didn't have that happen, but she was okay. She seemed pretty cool. Did not like Black Widow at all. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so SBGK, man, I saw your post, dude. I know you responded, but I'm curious to see your review, man. I don't know if you said what game it is, but it seems like you put a lot of work into it. It's cool, man. Two-handed. Okay, interesting. Okay, best two-handed. Maybe I'll try her out with Hawkeye. Huge game. Okay, okay. Claw. Yeah, dude, that was my Too Many Bones. The Too Many Bones review I did, dude, that took days. That took days. And the thing about like doing the reviews, I haven't done a straight up review in a long time. I think in general, what I like doing is after doing a playthrough, I'll just talk about the game and what I liked. I kind of like doing that a little bit better than just being a straight review. I've had problems like maybe I get the reviews down, like because what I end up doing is if I just start talking, it'll run on forever. So like I always have a problem with my time in my videos, and the Too Many Bones one, man. And the thing about making reviews is I would have done things slightly different with that. I would have said different things. I would have pointed out some other things. Widow and Hawkeye would be a fun pair up. Yeah, man. Well, so now I'm thinking, do I do Widow and Hawkeye first, and then Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, or just do straight up Hawkeye first, and then do Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? I haven't played either one of those, Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch, but I have them both. I got them in that pack I got off eBay for like $35. And the crazy thing is too, right when I was getting into this game, that's like a month later, or not even, I was looking for new stuff after the core game, all the pack prices went up. Because, Fantasy Flight, they've raised prices on pretty much their whole lineup of every game. I was even trying to buy Star Wars Armada ships. I don't know if you guys know Star Wars Armada, but even their ships went up, and they were already expensive anyway. Hawkeye's a glass cannon. Okay. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, I mean, it's a fantastic game. Hey, what's up, Jason? Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, Brian. Too Many Bones. Just fantastic. I love that game. It's definitely in my top 10. Um, and that's one thing I'm gonna put out a top 10 games of all time for me soon. I was thinking about recording it today, um, like earlier on before I did this video. But so I think I'm gonna have it out soon, maybe next week. But I love that game, dude. That and Cloudspire, fantastic. Ship Theory Games, awesome company, man. And if you guys haven't seen it, I actually did a top 5 campaigns, Kickstarter campaigns for 2021 on. You guys probably know his channel, Room and Board. I did a video with him. It's on his page. We're gonna do another one again and put it on my channel. But an SBGK, if you'd ever be interested in some sort of duo thing, dude, I'd be down. But yeah, Too Many Bones. Brian, do you have like Cloudspire or anything like that? I'm trying to think if it's unlike pretty much any other game, but Chip Theory Games uses similar mechanics in all of their games. So you can kind of say, you won't be able to really say if you like it or not, but you'd be able to get a slightly better idea. It can be, now what I will say is, dude, it can be a chore to get through those. It's not a complicated game, but there's nuanced situations that come up. And as long as you're willing to put in the work to figure those out, I enjoyed that process and that journey. Like if something came up, I was like, because I knew I was going to play the game pretty much forever. So I'd be like, I did some research, I was like, this is going to be beneficial for, pretty much years to come. So and the more you do that, the better player you become. And it's fantastic, dude. It's fantastic. Let's see. So when you went all in on Too Many Bones, you went all in. Like you went the full package. We're talking every single thing. Like trove chest, all that stuff. Yeah, Too Many Bones. Forever game. Yeah, man. I would give you guys a little sneak peek of where it falls in the top 10, but it's in the higher half. I did see the Elder Scrolls. I saw the announcement. I haven't looked into it too much further. I saw they changed their logo and they made the announcement. Have they put out any additional information about it? That's anything Chip Theory Games does, I'm interested. I went in for Hoplomachus, what is it, Victorum. I didn't go in for remastered. I have a ton of Hoplomachus original stuff, so I'm gonna wait to see how different it is. In addition to that, oh no, not in addition, but I didn't back Burn Cycle. Burn Cycle looked a little bit like I didn't quite understand what was going on in the game. So, but again, why I love Chip Theory Games is if you don't back, everything's going to be available retail. There's no Kickstarter exclusive. So I'll wait to see some more playthroughs, wait to see some reviews, and then I'll pull the trigger. But I did see the Elder Scrolls game. Super curious, man. Okay. I'd be down too. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, and it can be for whenever, dude. It's like I'm laid back, dude. It's like no rush. We could always email and talk behind the scenes. Figure something out. Totally new to Chip Theory. None of my local game stores stock their stuff. Yeah, you won't find it in local stores, dude. You won't even find it too much on retailers. I would just get it straight from them. Are you in the States? If you are, dude, I think they just raised their prices to $15 flat fee shipping. So for all the old stuff and new stuff. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff. Trove chest and all. Yeah, dude. If you get all that stuff, yeah, you need the trove chest. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. If you haven't checked out my video, I actually did my thoughts on the trove chest. So I showed off a little bit of it, and how I organized it. Oh yeah, dude. And the thing is too, even when I saw the all-in, I definitely take away the reduced price. Even if you paid full price for that, I still paid well over that because I didn't buy everything in bulk. So I didn't get one flat fee shipping. So maybe one time I bought a character pack. There's $10 shipping price because it used to be $10. Okay, now I realize that. Okay, now let's buy 2 characters and Undertow, right? Now there's $10. Now let's buy Age of Tyranny. Okay, $10. Stuff like that. So even that shipping price, I probably paid well over $100 in just shipping. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's fantastic. And it is a great multiplayer game too, Brian. Like if you do play with other people as well, and not just solo, but most of the time I play it solo, and it's fantastic. Watch part of the vid. Yeah. Yeah, you have to have it for that. Yeah, it's a lot of meal. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah, that's expensive as well, man. All right, so here's the question. Who's going in for Marvel Zombie? Let's go blow my nose quick. A little stuffed up. So I've been trying to reduce the Kickstarter purchases. It's too much. Not only because of the price, but it's honestly, and I don't know if you guys, one video I want to do is behind the scenes and show you guys all around this room, but I have another shelf over here. They're not Calyx shelves. I got them from Walmart. They're kind of like Calyx shelves, but these are 4x4s right here that you're looking at. So over here is a 3x4, and then back here is a 2x4, and they're all filled. But it's when I don't know how some of these people are having all of this time to play games. Maybe they don't. But it's too much. So if you get that Marvel Zombicide and you pay over $600, you better be playing that quite a bit. You could always sell it to get a good amount back because it's going to be. Is it going to be Kickstarter exclusive? Probably a lot from it, right? But and maybe EM, I'm seeing your comment right now. Yeah, maybe not go all in, but maybe get a decent amount. But I don't know, dude. It's tempting, but it's so much money. And what I've been finding is, I don't want to say I'm new to the hobby. I'm not new. I've been in for a few years. But what I'm finally starting to, realize is dude, I got all these games, and I'm wanting to just take out a handful. Some of them, I started making a stack over here of board games I want to sell. And I know they're great games, Ghost Stories is one of them. I just don't want to spend the time to learn the game. It's just I want to get out Too Many Bones. That's what I was thinking about today. I just did a playthrough of Zaya. My friends came over. I want to play it again. Dude, I have a blast every time I play the game. And I want to play this again. And I want to play Cloudspire again. So it's being the same few games keep coming up. But some of the games I know I want to keep because I know I'm really going to enjoy it. Okay. I got a few comments to get back to. Wish I could afford TNB all in. Trying to source base game expansions. Yeah, dude, look, Jason, I'm telling you, if you just get the base game, I played the base game of Too Many Bones for a long time. a long time. And then I added some characters. And it's just play it a bunch just with the base game and realize if you like it. You know, I think that's a perfectly good place to start. You could even start with Undertow. Fantastic. The 2 gear locks you get in there are awesome. That's yeah. If you can't afford too much, dude, base game is perfect, dude. Stanza is fun to play. Yeah, Marvel Zombicide does look cool though, man. Now, what's in the Resistance bundle? Is that with the like the X-Men? Is that it's kind of like, I don't even want to say middle of the road, but it's kind of like the core game with the stretch goals with the X-Men. Is that it? And then you can play as the heroes. I didn't look too much into it. Yeah, so many games, Brian. I'm telling you, man. True solo games. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. Are they? Did they say they're gonna? Oh no, the solo game for Zombicide, you just play with the multiple characters. That's right. That's right. Yeah, true solo. Yeah. Hungry Pledge. Yeah, so what's the Hungry Pledge? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like SBGK, it's like I know some of these games are super expensive, but like Too Many Bones, like I know that's gonna get like played constantly. Cloud Spire is another one, right? I can look at some of these and I'm like, I am gonna get my money's worth. Some of them, but like if you went in for Marvel Zombicide, as expensive as it is, I do believe if you were trying to sell it afterwards, if you're like, I'm not getting around to playing the game. Now that's not I don't want to say to get it just because you could probably get your money back, but dude, you see some of these CMON games on secondhand markets and the markup is just unreal. I have, what is it, Marvel United. I only have the core game, like 20 something dollar from, I got it from Amazon, but they got the Walmart edition. So I got that. I do want the stretch goals because I watched the Dice Tower and they're like, dude, get the stretch goals, yada, yada. So like, but if you look on the secondhand market, it's like 150 plus for just the stretch goals. It's just crazy. So if you didn't play it all and you wanted to sell it, you probably could get your money back, but I don't know, man. And then the Galactus. Yeah, dude. How cool is the Galactus? But it's expensive. 3-player all the time. Yeah, dude. Zai is one of my favorite games, man. One of my favorite games. Okay, so Core and X-Men. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Everything except Galactus. Artist pack, dice, and tokens. Yeah. See, where that always gets me is like, if I'm that close, I'm like, oh, I got some money in today. Some spare that I can allocate to that. Maybe I'll throw in the dice. You know what I mean? That's always where they get me, because my usual go-to with Kickstarters or GameFound games is I go in for the dollar, right? I let the PM come, I find out how long I have, and then I get some more information about it, and I hopefully by that time maybe the hype has calmed down a little bit, so I'm like, I don't need all that stuff. Are you really going to play it? Now, being with the channel, it adds a slight different aspect of, will this game, now this isn't why I get stuff, but there is some of that. It's like, hey, if I got the Galactus, I'm not just trying to get views. I play what I want, but also you got to think about what's going to get views. I'm trying to explain it. Sometimes I do a horrible job at explaining it, but like, say for example, what was the game? The Witcher. The Witcher. I passed ultimately, but I was going to get the game just because I was like, you know what? This is one of the highest funded games in, board game history. Maybe I'll just get it just to, check it out. Maybe I'm missing something, and plus it'll get a decent amount of views. But I don't want to do that, man. Because again, I already have too much stuff I want to play. Ultimately, I want to play what I want to play, while also like, thinking about what you guys want to see. You know what I mean? I'm completely butchering the explanation, but I want Sentinels because of X-Men. I want Sinister Six for PvP. I want Guardians because I like them. At that point, if I buy another box, the last one is only 10. Exactly. Yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What got me into trouble was for Mythic Battles Ragnarok. So I went in for like, they do the, they have the 2 core games from Pantheon and Ragnarok with the stretch goals. So I did that. And I was like, yeah, but I love the Norse theme. It's probably my favorite type of theme. So I was like, you know what? I got to get Odin, right? I got to get Odin. So I added the Asgard, right? Now that's $60. But I want the Jormungandr, right? The World Serpent, right? So here, I'll just spend another $20. And I started doing that over and over again until I had so much stuff. I'm not at the Ouroboros pledge by any means, because I didn't add a lot of Pantheon. I just did the core and the stretch goals. But I mean, it's still just so much money. Talk about another expensive game. Exactly, dude. You only have so much time. You know, plus it's, you know, on top of like just work and family and kids, dude. It's like, yeah, it can be a lot, man. It can be a lot. How some of these people play all of these games, I do not know. Because, you know, sometimes you just have those times where you're just like, dude, I do not feel like setting up something. I'm just going to hop on. And my go-to is usually Magic the Gathering Arena online. You know, so I'm just going to hop on there, play a few matches, complete my quests, and then I'll hop off. Sometimes I don't want to deal with it. But then I come down here and I'm like, I look at all of it and I'm like, oh. Like, I want to get to that game. Oh, I haven't played that game in a long time. I want to get to that. Yes, I believe it is. They were going to close it at the end of the year, but then they had an update and they said they were going to extend it. And I don't know if they... Let's see if I pull it up. But I don't know how long. So let's see. If I pull up the update, PM extension. So it says, ooh, the 13th of this month. 13th. You got 5 days. You got 5 days. But a game I'm super excited that I'll be getting in soon is more Conan stuff. I'm gonna get a solo playthrough of Conan. I got all the stuff out over here, but I'm waiting for the new stuff that should be. It should be already here in the States. Conan, I love Conan. I love Conan. I got all of it set up. I was gonna do because I just bought. It's over here. I just got like their campaign guide. So I was going to do like a little solo playthrough of that. But I was like, why don't I just wait till the new stuff gets here, do a solo playthrough of the new stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, EM. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. Seriously. Really appreciate it. Getting a job. Yeah, getting you to spend money. Husband and father. Too tired to play once we have a chance to play. Yeah, that's it, dude. That's it. I sit down and I'm like, yeah, it's like I got some time. You know, I'm a little tired, but I got some time. Now, how do I use that? I got those games sitting downstairs. I should bust one out, right? Some days I'm like, no, it's not happening, right? If I pledge on that. Yeah, dude. Trust me, I know. I've been in the doghouse a few times. I have. Yep. Yeah, I know the feeling, dude. When my friends were over here one day, and they were like, because the first game I played with them was Scythe. And I think they started to know like it was really kicking off when like it would start to be like every time we get together we were just playing some board games, but they love it too. And then one day my friend asked, he's like, how much was all this? And I asked him to guess, and it was one of those comical things where it's like he was so off, and you could just tell it's like people outside have no idea. And even my dad came over one day, and my dad didn't really see the collection, and he's looking at the game, and what did he look at? He looked at, I think it was the Cloudspire, the miniature expansion. You can upgrade, instead of just the chips, you can get the towers or the spires. And he looked at it, he's like, what's something like this cost? Like $30-$40? And I just laughed. I was like, yeah, some of it. Like one expansion. It's just so funny. And even if you did, like let's just pretend all of these cost at most $40, which is a good bit. All of these boxes, it's still a lot of money. But some of them are nowhere near $40. Love to see a Conan playthrough. Yeah, dude, it's coming. Conan playthrough is coming for sure. Now, here's the thing. What I was going to do is, like I said, the latest for the Conan stuff. Yeah, one miniature. Yeah, exactly, Emil. Yeah, one miniature is like $40. If I don't get an update by the end of the week on the new Conan stuff, because like I said, the last update said it should be here in the States. I already got an email confirmation for the address, but that was like over a week ago. So if I don't get anything by the end of the week, I'll do a solo playthrough of Conan of what I have. And the thing is, like, I could always do that and then do another solo playthrough of the new stuff. I'm going to have an unboxing and whatnot. So that'll be the plan. I'll do that. But I do want to get to a Conan playthrough. Okay. Down for some Conan gameplay? Okay. So I think we've all been there. When a new game comes in, I set it on my shelf and I hope my wife doesn't notice it. Yeah, I'm with you guys, dude. My wife has been down here sometimes and she's been walking around like needing something else. And she looks over, she goes, "Is that game new?" And I was like, "Sometimes it is." And I'm like, "Yeah, I just got it." Other times I'm like, "Nah, it's been here for like a few months." And it has been. It's just she hasn't seen it because it's just in the wall of games. Yeah. I want to get my wife to do more playthroughs. We're going to try to do a playthrough of Nemesis Lockdown on Thursday. I don't think it's going to be live, but we're going to try to record it. And then hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll have it out Friday. So we're going to try to do, a cooperative playthrough. But I made another flyer here that I was going to post out to the community. And on it, if I can pull it up here. On it, because since I want to start getting into the live stream stuff, it's easier for me. I was going to put out like the games I was going to play this week. And I was going to play next week, maybe next Tuesday, I was going to play the Nemesis Lockdown with the Chytrids expansion. It's the plant life things, and they're going to be overflowing, the building, I guess. So I was going to try to do a solo playthrough of that maybe next Tuesday. Because again, my hope is if I go, "Hey, I'm playing this Tuesday." Dude, get it out. Learn the rules. Got to be ready for it. You already put it out there to the public that you're definitely, got to play this thing. So I got to learn the rules. So it kind of gets me, with the motivation. Tuck stuff behind existing games. Yeah, dude. I could pull, if I pull this out, I don't know how well you guys can see it. But look at all this stuff behind it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I could even blow it up a little bit. Like, there's just, all the stuff is like that. Now you can pull out Dinosaur World. And there's more games behind there. It's like a whole shelf full. God, that's a heavy game. Not all of them are like that, but, some of them are. I got all the Ankh stuff back here. It's just there's just not enough room, and I can't add any additional shells. Nemesis Lockdown. Mine just came in yesterday after watching your unboxing video, which was really good. Hey, thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Did you just get Lockdown and the stretch goals? Because I know that the second wave they were launching, like, you know, the Kings were coming in, and that's one thing I was like looking at. But again, I'm trying to reduce the amount of crap. So the Kings, while as cool as they looked, it was one thing I had to cut. Yeah, Emil. Yeah, dude. That's so funny, man. That is so funny. Didn't you just get... It's like, yes, I did, but you don't understand. This is Lockdown. It's different. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Yeah, SBGK, man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, that's one game I do like playing with other people more than solo. But the solo is good enough. It is good enough. I have a solo playthrough of Nemesis on the channel. Yeah, the Kings look cool. Yeah, but I skipped them as well. I also skipped the playmat for Lockdown. I have the playmat for regular Nemesis because I think that's probably going to get played more. But I don't know. So far, I have heard good things about Lockdown. That it kind of takes, you know, the mechanics and tweaks them a little bit. You know, it's ultimately the same game, but it adds a few new things. Original plus gameplay stuff. Now Lockdown. Yeah, cool. There's so much stuff in there. And also, you can mix and match. Like, you can use existing characters in like the old Nemesis characters in Lockdown, and vice versa. So it's like, dude, you have... With two double-sided boards, there's so much Nemesis. Yeah. And Jason, I think you'd be fine with that, honestly. I love that game though, dude. It's so thematic. Yes, SBGK. That's why I go plano. This is all Nemesis tokens. All Nemesis tokens. Now, but like, look at this. Oh, let me minimize this. But like, if you look at it, this is an additional thing that takes up space, right? But I have this for so many games. Some I can fit back in the box. If I don't care enough about the minis, or I think that they're sturdy enough, I'll throw this in the box and I'll take out the insert. Because I don't care. Like, some of those games I'm not going to sell. I like them too much. So I don't need the insert. And the insert that comes with it, that's protecting everything, usually is just taking up too much space. And it's not allowing me to get it to the table fast enough. So this truly helps. If you guys notice something, I'm always trying to make tweaks. You know, I can be kind of creative with stuff. I'm always trying to make tweaks to, like, improve the setup, you know, because setup to me is probably the biggest thing. If I'm going to play the game, because we were just talking about time, if I'm not going to have enough time, how am I going to make it less frustrating to get out? So, I mean, I just put it all in here. And I even went so far, I got these covers on Etsy, because these tokens, these were really starting to get chipped up, the exploration tokens. So I was looking for something, and these just snap together. So it protects them. And this camera and this autofocus, as you can see here. So they got these cases. So I was just like, I'll just get cases for everything. So I just got these cases. But this is a game I really like, so I went all out for it. And they even come with cases with these. So I was able to fit it all in here. Some of it's jam-packed, but you know, it works. I even got some of the minis here, which I got to paint. I hate baggies. I hate baggies because if I'm using baggies, I'm dumping a lot of stuff. Like, let's pretend you got like different resources. Like, let's just say scythe. You got like the metal resources with the wood resources. I'm dumping all that stuff in like coins in. You know, I'm dumping all that stuff in the same baggie because I don't want multiple baggies. That takes time. Let's see. One of the biggest issues I'm running into fitting it back in the box. I'm using craft boxes, sword tokens. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Once you start getting these, if they can't fit back in the box, like then they're just sitting on the shelf. I even got this for Conan right here. I got another one of these for Conan. So just taking up one calyx or one shelf is 2 boxes of Conan, and then I got all of the it comes with these tiles if you guys don't know Conan. So it comes with these tiles, and all these are just sitting in the box. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to go through all this stuff if it's just in packs? So I had to organize it like this, which really helps out. So it's like, but then this takes up space. And I got a few of these for other games. I did get the playmat for both, but I think the playmat looks kind of worn out. See, now I do like the playmat for, I think the color, what was it? The color for the Nemesis looked a little, maybe faded is the right word. I don't know. I love playmats though. That's a weakness of mine, playmats. I love playmats. I love the feeling of them, especially if I'm playing a card game. Nemesis Solar made me finally take out mine and play it. I've had a blast. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I did have a mess up on that. Like I was supposed to die, I think a little bit sooner than I actually did. Like I got a serious wound, and it was like, I think it was after you got your 3rd series. I forget exactly what it was, but somebody pointed it out to me. And I was like, sorry, man. So you guys just keep those behind the boxes on your shelves. I get pretty OCD about how things fit into the boxes. Yeah. Yeah, so as you probably saw, like this will just, and it kind of gets weird about closing sometimes. I gotta like make sure it's perfectly. Yeah, so like I just store this behind some other Nemesis stuff, and it'll just slide back in there, and then just put it back. But honestly, dude, that saves so much time on setting up the game because I don't have to get all of it out. I can just set that off to the side. If you guys watch my Xayah playthrough, I have 2 of those large ones. Oh no, 2 medium size for Xayah. Because Xayah was, that was probably one of the worst games for getting out if you don't have some sort of like organization. But that fit back in the box, so that was good. Yeah, they are. Those covers are really nice, dude. Yeah, it's important, man. SPGK, that tip is important, and it's one thing I should probably start, really emphasizing. Yeah, for some things I have baggies. For some things it just makes sense to have baggies. Like if the cards are, I try to put cards in baggies. Have you ever done a collection video? Thank you, Emil. Yeah, that's one idea I want to do, and just like showing this whole room. I'm pretty happy with how the room turned out. Like I love this. If you guys don't know, I designed this logo. I can be kind of an artist. If you guys ever watch my Sunday shows, you could see like I got drawings and stuff. I can draw decently well. But I actually designed that logo. I've designed a few logos in my past. So I did that, and it's a BNB, Brews and Board Games, and it's a coffee mug, or some sort of hot beverage mug. And then I did the circle around it, but I put all that wood together, like, I nailed that whole thing together. So I made that. So that was the first logo, but I just thought it was like, I needed something to spice it up a little bit more. So, but overall, I love that whole area right there. I love it. I love the room in general. It's really cool. I mean, this is all this. My wife used to when she worked from home, she used to work down here, but not anymore. So this is solely dedicated to board games. It's not a large room, but it's not the smallest room either. Yeah, but I do want to do that. Yeah, just showing behind the scenes. Like I got some artwork. You guys can't see that artwork, but like if you guys watch the other live streams, there's some artwork in the back wall over here above the couch. I painted some of those. I used to paint a lot. Like I got some Viking ship. He's in like a thunderstorm. It's like lightning and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the Atlantean sword, dude. Yeah. Yeah, right above the sign. Also, my wife also got me this, like this Norse hatchet, and this is like legit. It's got weight into it and everything like that. But yeah, so I got the sword up there too. Yeah, it's kind of turning into like a weapons cache. Yeah, but it's awesome, dude. I love it. Yeah, and then the funny thing is, nobody has really asked me about this dog. Nobody's asked me about that. That is actually my current dog, but the thing is, it was made into this pop-up because when me and my wife got married, the original plan was to have my dog be the ring bearer or something like that. But he is a nutcase. He's crazy. He would bark constantly at everybody. So she made that and kind of brought that up, and we don't have anywhere else to store it, so I just put it back here. Yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah. Well, I took some time. Whenever I do something, I like to make sure I do it well. I am ready, dude. Yeah. I got some guns in the other room. I got my hatchets. I'm all set, man. At least it looks like the Atlantean. Yeah, it is. It is the Atlantean sword, Brian. Yeah, that's a Conan like replica sword. It's like it's like what? It's not styrofoam. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like a solid. You could kind of hit somebody with it, but it's not real. Is he allowed in there? He's sleeping right now in his cage, but yeah, he usually comes in here. He'll like set his head on my lap and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Rocco. Rocco's his name. Yeah, zombie apocalypse, dude. Yeah, bring it on. A weapon display in my basement, Conan's Atlantean sword, and the replica of his father's sword. What was his father's sword? Hey, Brian, I tell you what, man. You know what I've been listening to lately? There's a great channel, The Cybrarian, and I've been listening to a few. He like does an audio reading the stories of Conan. So I just listened to The Tower of the Elephant, Beyond the Black River. Really cool stuff. One of the reasons why I love Conan so much is because, like, in Robert E. Howard's stories, it's like he's a barbarian. So usually the stereotype is that he's kind of he's a big dumb brute, but not Conan. He's super smart too, and I like that a lot. Oh, yeah, Brian. No, this is it's like a $30 thing from Amazon. It's like made to just like look like the real thing, but it's not. It's not actually metal or anything like that. So what's your guys' thoughts on? I might hop off here soon, but what's your guys' thoughts? I don't know what to do. We've been talking about some pretty random stuff here. Do I keep this in? Because this is a Marvel Champions playthrough. I don't know what to do with this. This is great conversation. Trust me, I love this. I would love to just do like a Q&A and just have this. I would do a whole live stream with that. Just BSing and talking. I would honestly love to do that. Like, I love this right now. I just don't know what to do as far as the Marvel Champions playthrough. I'm leaning towards just keeping it just because it is what it is. I don't want to sit on those cards. One with the stag on the hilt. Thulsa Doom takes it when he kills Conan's people. Yeah, that's a good idea with the timestamps. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it. Timestamps is a good idea. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting into swords, Conan lore, Atlantean sword. Yeah. Zombie apocalypse. Cool, guys. Well, I think that might be it for me. 11:30. Guess I'm going to crash out. Again, I am going to have... So what's your guys' thoughts on what's the best way to do... let's say I have a pop-up, like one day I'm like, you know what, I could play a game of Marvel Champions, something like that, just go live with it. I mean, I guess put out a post as early as I can saying I'm going live, I guess, right? Yeah, maybe I'll just do something like that, because again, I would like to give people as much notice. Well, let me ask you guys, did you guys see, like, when I put out that I was going to go live this day? I think I put this out, yesterday or the day before? Did you guys see it then and just remembered? Or, like, did you just hop onto YouTube and just, like, saw the thing? Because if you did that way, I might just go live, if I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to play a game of Marvel Champions, I'll just go live. I don't see a problem with that. Ooh. Some local brews. I don't have a P.O. box. Maybe that's something I could think about. Because there was another guy, Wesley. He lives in another country too, and he suggested maybe sending some as well. But yeah, dude, I would love to try out some local brews, man. I would love to. Let me get back to you on that. That might be something that I'll look into. Okay, just popped in on YouTube. Okay. Push notifications since I have notifications. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, awesome. So it looks like most people are just, noticing it, live on YouTube. Okay. Well then, yeah, that'll be the case. Because, yeah, some days where I feel up to it, I'm just like, I didn't put out anything, saying I was going to go live, so maybe I'll just wait until another day. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Well, then look out for I might just pop in with a Hawkeye and maybe somebody else playthrough, or maybe I'll just pop in with a Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver playthrough. Indiana. PA. I'm in PA. Okay. Well, this has been awesome info. And if you guys want other cool content, if you're not subscribed to Solo Board Gaming Night, I highly recommend it. He's got a bunch of cool stuff. Does a really good job with the reviews too. So check out his channel. Subscribe. Do it. Yeah, and that's what I did for this. I did it like a day or two ago. I scheduled it, and then, if you went to the homepage, you could see it's like right there in the upcoming live streams. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but since most people seem to just pop in. They just saw it when they went onto YouTube. Yeah, maybe I'll just, I'll try to schedule it ahead of time. But I'm just wondering about those days where I'm like, I don't have anything scheduled, so I'll just, just go live. I saw your vid pop up maybe yesterday. Yeah, okay. All right. At the date and time. Yeah, okay. Cool. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys. Well, yeah, this has been a blast, dude. I want to thank all of you guys. Awesome conversation. Excellent playthrough. I'll put timestamps in there. You guys have been helpful, with the live stream. And I do plan to go live more in the future. I really enjoy this kind of stuff. I enjoy this more than anything else. Just playing the game with people watching, giving their input, and then just having conversation afterwards. This is my favorite thing about it all. Nice, Brian. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Great game against Red Skull. I will be trying the other characters that you guys have recommended. And yeah, if you guys ever have any other questions for me, please let me know. I do try to get back to all comments. I do miss some here and there. Yeah, it is what it is. But I'll be doing more live streams. Be sure to stay tuned for that. And again, thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun. You guys are fantastic. So, till the next one, grab some brews, play some games. I'll catch you guys later. All right. See you guys.